Here.
Hey viewers, welcome to another episode of Graveyard Rifts, a Homebrew Shomebrew actual play podcast set in the Rifts universe. Just to begin with, everything in the Rifts belongs to Palladium Games and Kevin Simbedia. We're just happy to play in the world. So we aren't claiming any ownership to any of that, and we hope you guys enjoy this bit of 90s crunch-heavy gonzo tabletop RPG playing with us. And our players today are, I'm going to introduce them one at a time, give them a chance to say hello, remind you who their character is, and, we're going to start, arbitrarily using how it appears on my Jitsi screen. So, Taylor, you want to go first?
Hi, my character's name is Liv, and she really loves her motorcycle, which has very cool Mario Kart-style weapons.
And Liv is a juicer, right?
Yes, I'm a juicer.
Okay, next is the Schmuzzbin, Jan. Jan, who are you playing and what class are they?
Hi, I'm Jan. I'm playing David Kokwa, who is a firewater elemental fusionist and fire dancer all the way from Hawaii.
And say hello to the viewers.
Hello, all.
Okay, next is Ludo, who's playing Taggart. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, your character, and let them know what you're playing?
Howdy, my name is Ludo. I play Taggart, the Shifter, basically playing around with dangerous rifts.
Next is my hetero life mate, Dr. Zoggle / Rodney, who is with us today. Rodney, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and your character and let them know what you're playing?
Hello, I'm Dr. Zoggle, Rodney. I'm playing a glitter boy named Ozzy Smith, which means I'm running around in a big giant mech, and I shoot things.
And then last but not least, we have my good friend Andrew, who has a pretty excellent wife I went to law school with. So Andrew, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and your character, let us know what class he is, and say something awesome about your wife?
Yeah, hi, I'm Andrew. I'm known for having an excellent wife, apparently. That's the second line on my resume, just so people know. I'm playing Kitnian. Kitnian's a cyber knight. He's good. He's got lamb chops on his face. I'm not quite there, but you can kind of picture it. He likes reading. And I think last time I checked in, he had a motorcycle, but it could be destroyed by now. Who knows? I'm going to find out along with you.
He still has a motorcycle because if you remember, he was busy taking a couple members of a hunting party of the Sioux Cheyenne back to the Sioux Cheyenne Republic.
Dope.
And he has just arrived in the city of Riverton, and I'm going to use this as a way to jump into our recap for the viewers. Just to catch you up, the party had been on a mission to find Wintersong, who is a shaman of the Cheyenne Sioux Federation, not Republic Federation, who had vanished, and they ended up going through quite a few difficulties on the way. They fought Tipaka at Dewberry Farm, and they fought a horde of zombies out in the Badlands, and ended up rescuing Wintersong from a group of stone giants from his medicine lodge on the Platte River. Currently they're in the city of Riverton, which is owned by a mercenary company, which I don't think I've named before, but even if I haven't, their name is the Deadly Hawks. And this is the winter town. This is basically where they go to spend time when they're not fighting. And it is a heavily armored town in northeastern Wyoming. They're not part of the Cheyenne Sioux. They're independent. And the players had, the party had arrived here in two groups. There was the group that was rifted in by Taggart, that consisted of Taggart, David, and Wintersong. And then Liv and Ozzy arrived separately later. And then even later than them, Kitnian arrived in the city. The city itself is all post-rifts, so they're fairly new buildings, mainly made of wood. They're behind a very large concrete wall, and there are several like armories within the city. You can see that they have several NGR battle droids and suits of power armor, and the city itself is guarded by several robot armors that have mini missiles equipped. So it is a pretty safe place to be if you're their friends. Pretty bad place to be if you're their enemies. The party has been here for about 5 days at this point. Off screen, Taggart and David assisted Wintersong with the ritual of the Great Medicine Lodge to cure him of the disease that was inflicted on him by the Stone Giants. And, I love to share world creation. So we're going to give each of you a chance to tell us about something that you've been doing in the town and maybe somebody you've been doing things with. That's up to you. And we're going to start by picking on Dr. Zoggle. What has Ozzy been up to in the town?
I think this place seems fairly advanced, so I'm kind of asking around about if anybody knows anything about repairing solar or well equipment. Just kind of, someone that knows like kind of real old or ancient technology. I'm just kind of mingling, I guess.
So are you hanging out with like their mechanics who work on the robot armor and things?
Yeah, just anywhere there seems to be higher than average tech, I guess. Yeah, that would be where I'm searching.
Okay, you end up making friends with one of the mechanics there. Could you describe them, give them a name, and let us know a little bit about them and how they get along with Ozzy?
One of the mechanics is a surly old man who's seems to be anywhere from 60 to 180. He's just whizzing old, but he's just covered in bionic stuff, kind of robot. Like one of his eyes is gone and it's glowing, and he's got like a robot leg. His name is, what would his name be? His name is Royal. And Royal, yeah, Royal, and he's taking a shine to Ozzy and's kind of showing him around and kind of answering. Ozzy's badgering him with questions because he's never found anybody that's like this knowledgeable about glitter boys and stuff like that.
Yeah, Royal is real knowledgeable. Was Royal a retired mercenary? Is that how he got all the bionics?
Yeah, he was actually got his riches from the Pacific Northwest. He kind of went up there and kind of saw some things, and when he came back, there wasn't much left of him, but they had enough artifacts to sell that his mercenary group could kind of patch him back together.
Okay.
This could have been 40, 50 years ago at this point. So his armor is kind of, or his prosthetics are kind of beat up at this point.
Okay, Royal tells you that he's an expert at rigging things so that they'll work, but it sounds like your town has a pre-RIFTS solar generator that is beyond his ability to fix. Okay. But he does tell you that he does know someone who might know how to fix it.
Excellent.
Her name is Janice, and she lives in a small town in Oklahoma, and she's actually a techno wizard, but he's seen her work on all sorts of systems. In fact, she did most of the work to get their jump gate in working order. And then after he says jump gate, he looks as though he said something that he shouldn't have said, and he's like, of course you don't know anything about that, right?
No, of course not. But could you what part of Oklahoma?
It's a town that's very close to where the old American Empire state of Texas was located. It's right on the border there, so it's really close to coalition territory. But Janice is a technological genius who has developed a lot of like weapons and transportation systems, and she probably would know how to fix this. The name of the city itself is Redwater.
Interesting. I finally have a place to look. All right. I'm gonna buy this guy dinner and treat him well since he shared this information. I guess I'll treat him to my amount of rations I've got stored in the Glitter Boy and some pre-war tequila.
Oh man, he when you give him the pre-war tequila, he shares some of his rot gut mercenary whiskey with you.
Oh no.
It is just as pleasant as it sounds. And I need you to pick who's next to describe something in the city.
Let's go with Kitnian.
Ian, you arrived a couple days after everybody else, so you haven't had as much time to spend here. But when you arrive in the city, there's something that catches your attention and somewhere you spend a little bit of time. You want to tell me about it?
Well, I was going to ask, what was the journey like with? You said I came with a hunting party of the Cheyenne warriors.
Oh, you dropped them off and then came here, so you came by yourself.
Okay. Okay.
I will, as far as the weather goes, it is still dry. As I was describing, you guys have not seen any rain or any relief from this heat wave.
Ooh, okay.
It's the type of heat wave where someone would spit on you and you'd appreciate it.
Okay, then I think
even if you're not into that sort of thing,
even if that doesn't get your circuits going, I think Kitnian will come in with hood drawn up into the town and then look for maybe a darkened place of learning. So I don't know if there's an official library in this heavily armored town, but some kind of educational space. And ask around to see, is there some rich person that has a personal library, or is there a town library or something? Because Kitnian's got a hunkering for books, especially if he's been on the road and been bored for a while. He might want to find some new stories.
There's actually an older mercenary who is in charge of educating the youths, and they're in charge of the small library here, which mainly consists of actual books that are mostly post-rifts that have been written by people who have explored the world since then. But they do have one book that's actually under lock and key that you see when you get there. And it's actually the person. Well, what's the person in charge of the place like? Describe them and give me a name.
Probably a bald young man named Grufus, and he's got stained fingers and the smell of binding glue about him.
And is Grufus just not technologically skilled? Why would Grufus not have become a mercenary like everyone else in the town?
So is this the old mercenary who does the kids, or is this a separate character?
This is the one who teaches the kids. So apparently it's not an old mercenary that teaches the kids. It's this young man named Grufus who's bald.
Okay. Then maybe he has a withered arm and a withered leg, and he drags the leg kind of behind him a little bit. And so his a non-withered hand is maybe super functional. So he uses to do all the work. And so because of that, it wasn't as easy to be a mercenary, but he can work very quickly indoors.
Okay, Grufus has a very heavy German accent, which I actually can't do.
Okay.
So I'm not going to try.
I think you're going to make me do it.
That he has a German accent. And Grufus is happy to meet you. And I'm sure you advise him of your status as in the Order of the Lamppost.
Yes. We trade binder's secrets that are on the sort of the lower level. Those are okay. I can be well, maybe don't use this in the glue because that's going to lead to book rot. But you're doing okay.
Yeah, he is entirely self-taught, and he seems like a rather nice person who's very enthusiastic about books and learning in general.
Okay. Kindred spirit. Can I ask him about the book under lock and key? What's the deal with the book?
Let me look this up. Sorry, please hold.
I'm just going to imagine a German accent.
Jawohl. It's all the German. The only German I know is from like first-person shooters. That's like it.
I know Kinian knows a lot of languages, so I was like, "Is German in here? Can I start like Germaning it up?" But no, I know a couple others, but not German. If he spoke Elf, I'd be there.
That could be very similar.
Yeah, we speak book.
We speak book.
Yeah.
And to think if you know Elvish, you know the language of the Yiddish Elvis.
Okay. I can't find the name of the grimoire at the moment, so we're going to say it was lost at the time of the rifts. But it's actually a Christian Bible that is an illuminated manuscript. And the book is huge. Like, it weighs several kilograms, and one of the famous stories about it is that when it was saved from a monastery that was on fire, it actually crushed the person who tried to catch it.
Whoa.
To give you an idea of how big this book was. And it actually includes several sections that were not actually added to any edition of the Bible because it was actually written by a monk that was accused of heresy. And he wrote it in one night, apparently with the help of a devil. And, that didn't help his case of not being a heretic. And he died. But the book itself is stored here. He won't open it for you because it's a cursed book. But he told you that he explains to you the history of the book and what it actually is.
Okay. Metal.
But yeah, the book itself is, it's actually so big it's hard to pick up, and the binding on it is some kind of weird metal, like wrought iron.
Interesting. Okay. I will note its presence, but not approach it.
But yeah, Groofus is very excited to exchange stories with you, and they have a large collection of Aaron Tarn's writings about the post-Rifts world. So, you can learn quite a bit here about the Coalition and the Spirit West and Laszlo and I can't believe I can't remember it. Tolkien.
Okay. Then I guess Kinian will start reading.
Who's next? No, Andrew, you pick who's next.
Oh yeah, I was gonna wait. It's been a little bit. I apologize. I'm gonna say Taggart because I haven't met Taggart yet. So
okay. So Taggart spends a few days in town. He did assist with the Great Ritual of the Medicine Lodge, which was a very tiring experience, but actually a very interesting experience because he actually got to see a Thunderbird spirit and an elder shaman spirit like in person, which I think as a rifter was probably pretty fascinating to you.
Definitely.
But what are you checking out in town?
So I don't believe that Taggart would have ever been to this town before. And he's a little he's a very curious person anytime he's in a new place, going around just sort of getting the sense of the lay of the land, meeting with locals, etc. In that process, I feel like they kind of fall back on an old habit, which is, so to speak, con-arting people. So this town is relatively close to a ley line, right?
Very close. And actually, using your rift sense, there is some kind of strange rift in the town, actually located in the guarded armory where you can't go.
Right. Then in that case, I imagine they would probably gather together some scrap materials, Nibs is a little bit of a collector of sorts, and so he has a bunch of bits and baubles that just kind of accumulate over time. So I imagine they put together some form of like artistic representation of something and try and start selling it to people as a rift ward to prevent incidents.
Okay, they actually do not have magicians here, aside
Fantastic.
from Wintersong, who's visiting. So if you have a skill that's appropriate to either create these things or to try to flim-flam people, feel free to roll.
I have lore magic that I could use to make it look magical.
Look legit? Okay.
What am I doing? Yeah, wrong rolls.
Did you do a d20?
I did. It's a habit. Here we go. Oof, that's not good. That's an 81.
Okay, so you make up some lore. It's kind of suspect, and you notice you're getting a hairy eyeball from Wintersong after like the first day of your little store being open. I'm not sure if David has any feelings on any of this, but nobody does anything to actually stop you. You end up making a few hundred credits. We'll say 500 credits.
Cool.
In black
Not really
market
like
goods.
the point less on actually making money and more on getting people to talk to him. He's really
Okay.
bad at engaging with people, so he gets them to come to him.
Okay. Are you trying to find out like gossip about the town?
Yes.
Or
I want that, this is a ward against, various magical troubles that might come up, being so close to a ley line nearby. Things could just happen. Do you have any sort of odds that are going on that perhaps this might help you with? I can go into more detail. It's just to try to get them to start ragging on local ales, tall tales, etc.
okay, do you have intelligence or yeah, that would be the main skill here. Intelligence or barter. Do you have either of those?
Nope.
You end up finding out more like gossip than actual useful stuff. Like,
Love hot
you
gossip.
know, that someone says that, there's a prevalence of demon hounds that show up in the woods a little bit west of here past the ley lines. But the accounts of what the demon hounds are like are inconsistent at best. Like it goes from like, it's the size of a normal wolf, but it has 3 eyes to like, it's 5 times the size of a normal wolf, breathes fire, and has spikes sticking out. Like, basically, whatever the person who's talking to you is afraid of is what the demon wolf becomes.
Right.
Okay. You do find out that they're expecting the company to be back from their latest engagement, which has been a fight with the coalition in the dinosaur swamp. And in the meantime, the leader of the town, Jezik, is very concerned about the necromancer in Devil's Tower, and perhaps you and your friends could make some coin if you were willing to do something about this necromancer.
Okay. I definitely believe we'd be able to do something about that. In the meantime, perhaps I can interest in you in one of my wards.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Here. Who's next?
Perfect. Let's go with Jen.
Okay, what is David checking out in the town?
What has David been doing? David has been offering to steam clean people's houses.
Love it.
Using his elemental fusionist powers.
Yes, and also the hospital.
Is he charging for this service or just doing this out of kindness?
He's doing it out of the kindness of his heart, but mainly he's using it to ingratiate himself to people.
It's actually very popular because the winter's coming. So, like the idea of fully cleaning out their houses and getting them as comfortable as possible, because they say the winters here are very harsh, and they're only a couple months away. So, getting the houses vermin free is actually something that people are really excited about. So in the course of doing this, you make a friend with somebody. Who's your friend?
The friend I made friends with Belle Johnson. She's the queen bee of the town.
Okay. And what's Belle Johnson like?
She reminds me actually of your high school choir teacher.
So she has a thick Southern accent, blonde hair that keeps her closer to Jesus, and is very straight to the point about things.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Belle Johnson, she ends up becoming very good friends with David. Do you have intelligence or any kind of skill you think that would help you gather rumors?
Let me see.
Stamina.
I have charmer and press.
Oh, use that.
I got 16.
Is that a success?
Yes.
Okay, she ends up telling you about the Rift Gate, which is apparently a techno-magical item here that can tap into the ley line, and it opens a twin gate in Germany, in the NGR Republic. And apparently that's where they get their weapons from. And you find this out because Belle Johnson is trying to convince her husband that they should go there for the winter instead and stay in one of them German castles.
Very interesting.
And she tells you not to mention it to anyone because the company tries to keep it a secret because they don't want everyone to have access to all of the sweet NGR weapons that they use. Like that's their competitive advantage. So like it's one of those things she tells you the whole thing and then realizes she shouldn't have told you the whole thing. So Taylor, you're last. What does Liv discover in the town and who does she make friends with?
Okay. Liv immediately tries to find like the outdoor like gym workout obstacle course area and wants to just like start like climbing a wall, do a casual like backflip and just like try and like see who's like impressed versus who's not impressed. And then goes to the bar with people not impressed and buys some drinks and tries to like just talk like about what's going on in the area and like what the current contracts are and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So they actually do have an extensive outdoor training course that's set up, and they actually have like several like levels of difficulty, and they make the like kids spend part of their day every day going through the training courses. And there are a couple, other mercenaries and parents who are here who like guide the training. There's also a decent sized contingent here to guard the town of soldiers who are mainly partial cyborgs who have been injured in previous forays who are here to guard instead of going out on the active campaigns. So there are several people who would not be super impressed by Liv's skills who you could make friends with. So you want to describe one of them?
Okay. One of them
Oh no.
Oh,
It was an assassin. They got her.
they got to her. Oh, please hold.
Do you have that Kmart music handy? Oh no, that's copyrighted.
No. I do have our wait music ready for our break, but no.
Oh, that's good. She lives.
Okay, she's on her way back. She's on mute, just so she knows.
Don't worry, we'll edit this in post. There's a
Yeah.
post, right?
Yeah. Whose post? They should get
Malone?
on that. Yeah, Post Malone will handle it.
Yeah.
You made it back. Yay.
And you're still muted.
I'm still okay. Am I off mute now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. It kicked me off and said try rejoining in 20 seconds.
Oh,
Oh. You broke it.
I did. I don't know what I did. It didn't like my character at all. It didn't like my new friend.
Apparently not. So what describe your new friend. We lost you right before you started.
Okay. It's an older, gruff guy. He has like a mechanical arm, a leg. It kind of goes under his like shirt and his pants. You can't quite tell how high they go. He's kind of just standing there. Definitely did not want to be in charge of training and watching all of the kids, but like he seemed like he's kind of like had to. So I kind of just sidle up to him like, hey, you know, kind of like new to town.
Did you make friends with Royal too? Or is this someone different?
Someone different. I'm going to say his name is Eskel.
Eskel, okay. Yeah, Eskel's just kind of glowering. And, you know, just as you sidle up to him, he barks at them like, this is training, not a playground. Stop messing around. And then he just looks over at you. Oh, was I supposed to be impressed?
I was like, no, I just wanted to show these kids how they are not excelling and how they should maybe try a little harder. They're really annoying. They're not doing much really. Are you really motivating them?
Oh, he taps one of your tubes and says, is that motivation for you?
It's a lot better than yours, pointing at his flask.
I don't know. This will kill me eventually. How long you got?
Well, let's go have a couple drinks and talk about it.
Is this flirting? It's very intense. Either it's knives or a date or something. I don't know.
It's just how juicers show love.
Who knows? I could totally rob him blind and run off into the night, but you know.
Sounds like you're robbing the children.
So
I don't really care about them, but yes, I would steal all their candy.
He says, I have to wait. I have to finish this. So, you know, I could meet you over at Goldie's in 2 hours.
Okay. Well, where's a good place for me to hang out and check out the place around here?
Well, you could help here, or I hear that I hear that Jadric is looking for some help with that necromancer situation. If you want to go talk to the boss.
Well, where could I get outfitted? I see you guys have some pretty cool guns.
Oh, that would also be something to talk to Jadric about. He's in charge of, you know, all of the supplies.
Okay, where would I find him?
He points to a house that's just on the edge of the armory. It's like think of like the U.S. military like dome house things.
A Quonset hut?
Everywhere. Yeah, it's like a Quonset hut.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm gonna start heading.
Big Boss should be there. You know, you might have to be a little more diplomatic with him if you want to buy any weapons.
Okay. While I'm talking to him, am I able to kind of like use like my recognized weapon quality to like check out if my guns are like way worse than theirs or?
Okay, roll. You can go ahead and roll.
Okay. Just missed it. I got a 45 and I have a 40.
Yeah, they're the stuff that you can see you think is about the same quality as yours.
Okay.
Okay. For speed of plot, can we have you guys all be together when you go to Jadrix?
Yeah, Ozzy stumbles bleary-eyed into the room. He looks like hell. He hasn't slept in 2 days. Full of rot gut. He's not looking great, but he's there.
Do we all share like the collective information we gathered?
I hope you guys do.
I hope so.
Okay, so there's a book, but it's not just any Bible. It was also written by like a monk with a demon or something, and it's in the town, and it's cool. And it's like when you go to town, you know, like there's a museum. You're supposed to like go to the museums. That's what I do. I assume that's what everyone else did as well. You just must have come to the museum, seen the book at a different time. But just thought I'd tell you if like one of us hadn't seen it. I'm sure that's what everyone did.
Ozzy looks very interested and is nodding at you and just suddenly vomits everywhere.
Like right on Kitnian's shoes.
Just yeah, it's not good.
Well, I've learned that a majority of their troop are actually out right now dealing with the coalition in a dinosaur swamp, but they'll be here soon. And apparently they also have concerns here about that necromancer that we keep finding everywhere. There might be coin in that.
It's the aliens.
Is that what you learned, David?
It's the aliens at Devil's Tower. That's who's helping the necromancer.
Okay.
Is it?
So you guys are standing outside the head honcho's Quonset hut.
So, yeah, Ozzy's obviously not going to be the one talking right now.
So why exactly are we here, everyone?
I wanted to see where they're getting all of these supplies. They have a lot of weapons, and they all are in really good like condition, and they're kind of like my guns, and I want to know why.
Well, they're probably getting them through that jump gate that they're hiding.
Jump gate?
Could you elaborate on that?
I assume.
Yeah, there's a strange rift in town that is a jump gate to some arms factory in Germany.
That does make sense, actually. I have been feeling a rather powerful rifts here.
And I know a German.
Wow.
Do you think they're connected?
They must be.
Is the rift through the German?
It could be. He had the accent and everything.
It just cuts to him just going, ah!
Mein Lieben! Yeah.
Like, how uncommon are rift gates?
Jump gate.
Well, I did say rift gate, not jump gate. But
Still a Stargate.
you guys haven't.
I said jump gate, and I mean jump gate.
You've got a water gate in this town? Are you sure?
Well, none of you guys have heard of something called a jump gate before, and the idea of a recurring rift between 2 points is very interesting.
Is it reoccurring or stable?
Oh, you don't know, actually.
Okay.
I don't think
Did they make it or find it?
There's only one known stable rift in North America, and that's in the Arch in St. Louis, and it goes to a hell dimension.
Oh, back to the Midwest.
Yes. Yes, that's right. It goes to Detroit.
I think we probably shouldn't mention this gate that we know about this gate. We should probably keep that on the wraps.
Okay.
Yeah, I would keep that on the hush.
Okay.
My
My
experience is most people don't particularly respond well when you know about a rift.
if nothing else, making friends here would be beneficial because we do have so much equipment. This would be a place we could get it repaired and be a good place to set up base. So if nothing else, we should introduce ourselves to the leader.
Okay.
Maybe he's got some.
And then-
Maybe
Easy
got some
understood paying
jobs.
for us to kill a necromancer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hate that guy. You see what he did? He just kept. Oh, what a jerk!
This is
Maybe we can see how
anti-necromancer bias.
Do we knock on the? do we knock on a tent or do we? How's that work? I know. Do we just zip it up and down?
I think we kick like a tent, like stake.
Well, actually, it's made of metal. It's not a tent.
That's
Okay.
Closet hut.
It's a hut.
Yeah. So one of you guys taps on the door, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. After a few minutes, the doors opened, and there's a very wide-eyed gentleman. You think with mom units sticking out of his head, so it's a crazy.
Oh.
Who just looks at all five of you, like really big-eyed, and doesn't say anything. He's just looking at you.
Hey man, how's it going?
What do you want?
You cool?
You cool?
You cool, man?
It's actually
Are
pretty
you
hot
cool?
out, technically.
Shh. I got you're cool, right, man? Yeah.
You cool?
Yeah, we're cool.
Okay. He steps to the side.
I whisper, everybody. I've got one of my cousins is like this. I got it. It's all good.
I think he's worried we're going to take his stash.
No, he knows we're cool. We're cool.
We're cool. Should we tell him we're not going to take his stash?
No.
No, don't talk about
I can
it.
tell him.
No.
That way he knows.
No.
We're not even going to take your stash. I can tell him.
It's kind of.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of
He
like
looks
say
at
it.
Kidney in like one big eye, and then backs off.
I'm gonna be like, does someone here pay people to kill necromancers? Because I have questions.
Oh, you guys hear a voice from inside. I could definitely deal with somebody killing a necromancer. Come in. So you guys come in, and you guys see, it's a rather sparse place. You see there are several like small makeshift chairs. There's a couple different like computer areas that are set up. There is power in here. There's lights, and you see that there's a guy sitting at a desk in the middle of the room who stands up when you come in. He's wearing like their like fatigues basically. So it's like camouflage pants, green shirt, and he's middle-aged. You see that he has a like full cybernetic arm for his left arm, and a lot of people have arm injuries in this town. And he says, "Oh, hello! You're the visitors that came in with Winter Song."
Yeah. We helped that guy.
Oh, well, hi. I'm Jadric Sibbs. I'm the leader when the main group is out. I hope that you've enjoyed our hospitality. I hear that you've been about town. Some of you more useful than others. And he looks at David when he says useful, and then looks at Taggart when he says others.
I put away the ward I had written.
He says, "But we haven't been properly introduced. You are," and he puts his hand out to Kitnian.
Kitnian puts his hand out and shakes it and goes, "Kitnian, nice to meet you."
And he like then puts his hand out to Ozzy, and then Liv. I take it each of you introduce yourselves, or does anybody not take his hand when it's offered?
I give him a limp handshake. Just,
Not voting for this guy.
I didn't vote for him. Yeah.
Anyways, Liv, what were you gonna say?
Oh, when I shake his hand, I kind of do that like asshole thing where like you squeeze really tight just to see what they do.
Okay, he squeezes back. Of course, like it's a human hand versus a juicer hand. So if you
Break his
want to,
arm.
I don't
if you
break
wanna-
anything.
if you want to push this, you'll win.
Just rip it off.
I just let him do the hand squeeze back and kind of give like a little nod, and then I just like say nothing else.
And then David.
Yes, I shake his hand as well.
And then
And I have
Taggart,
a
you're
question.
last.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, we can take the first bathroom break now. It's an hour in.
Okay.
Perfect.
Just let's finish this real quick. Taggart, do you shake his hand?
If he offers, yes.
Okay, he does. And cue the rest music. I'm gonna stay here because I don't need to go to the bathroom, but
And David does have something to say. I asked him if he enjoyed the steam cleaning of his hut the other day.
very much so.
it sounds like code.
Awesome.
Do we know
I
what that
will-
means?
I'll steam clean your mud hut. Oh.
Right.
We need to go away now.
I haven't heard that in ages.
Oh, Jan, please put your microphone up so they don't hear you go to the bathroom.
Too late, he's gone.
Oh, well, he has headphones on. Hopefully he heard.
Can you mute one of the chats? You might be able to.
Can I mute someone else?
I think so.
Yeah. Kevin muted me somehow.
I think I did it. Or you did. You're muted now.
One of us muted him. I think I muted myself.
We all did something.
That's what matters. It was a
Yeah.
thing.
Perfect. Mission accomplished.
How's it going, Andrew? Or are you gone?
No, it's good. It's good. I'm back. It's going good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I can look at Reddit for a few minutes if you need to get up.
No, I think I'm doing okay. I just like the idea of David steam cleaning everything, and then when shaking hands with this guy, maybe steam cleaning his clothes just instantly. All the
nice.
wrinkles just disappear. That would be cool. So are we still live, or are we under like a waiting screen now on Twitch?
I don't know. I think Rodney has a waiting screen with music that he puts up, but I don't know if they can still hear our voices or not.
Okay, so I shouldn't just repeatedly say the F word.
I'm not your mother.
Sponsor. I don't decide what you
You
say.
definitely should not. It is still live.
That's what I figured.
That
Thanks.
answers our question. Maybe we should just be quiet till Rodney gets back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'll be ignoring you pointedly for the next few minutes.
Oh, well, I'm going to be ignoring you less pointedly, or more pointedly. We'll see.
Wow, this music's dramatic and oh. What else we got? There we go. That's a little better. Hopefully, I wasn't too loud. With our waiting music, I like when the first one back and I can just say whatever the hell I want. Just
I've been here the whole time.
How
are you doing, Dr. Z?
Thank you for the music. I appreciate doing Good. Say hello to Blue Light, who's watching for the first time. Thank
Hey,
you.
Blue Light, welcome. We're glad we're here.
We always appreciate anybody watching our streams.
Yes, just in time for the bathroom break.
Just in time for everybody to stand up. Stop the music.
No. How do we unmute Jan?
Should have
Can he do it himself?
Should have a microphone thing he can click on, right?
Yeah.
Jan, you need to click on your microphone to unmute you. You're still muted.
What have I done? This is a spell gone wrong.
Andrew, try to unmute Jan.
I did. I clicked the button and it doesn't say unmute. It just says ask to unmute. So I'm asking Jen to unmute.
Yeah.
I've lost
In
my
the
power.
portal, there should be a button at the bottom of your screen. It has a little microphone icon. If you tap that, it should unmute.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. You're
I
good.
know.
You have to go help Elmer, I think.
Alternatively, you could log out and log back in.
Yeah, Jan, try hanging up and then click on the link in Discord again to come back.
This advice brought to you by tech support.
I know a little bit of American Sign Language, so we've got a couple different options.
Oh, it's unmuted.
Ah,
Hey,
you back?
Jan, you're unmuted.
Jen lives.
Make sure your microphone is down and say something.
Me?
Yeah.
We like
You're
bees.
We love bees.
Okay.
Yay, you're back.
Okay.
Yay. You can hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We were talking about
Yeah.
steam cleaning.
Moving on.
Moving
Yeah,
on.
Jadrick looks around at you and he says, yes, I've spoken to Mayor Skeletor about you, and I've heard that you're quite efficient. So if you would be interested in trying to do something about the Necromancer and Devil's Tower, I think we could reach an agreement.
There he is.
It being the post-apocalypse and all, cash isn't always an easy thing to come by, but we have plenty of NGR weapons, so I'm sure that I could interest you in some more heavy weapons or, possibly some modifications to that Glitter Boy armor that I saw when you came in.
My eyes perk up. You can upgrade the Glitter Boy? Is that an option? I thought they were just as is.
If you know somebody who knows the tech and can add new weapon systems, you can.
Ozzy's jaw is dropped. He has never considered this an option before. He's like, yeah, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. Guys, did you hear that? I can upgrade my Glitter Boy suit? Oh.
I want to give Ozzy a high five.
Yeah.
Because that sounds great for us. Speaking as someone who is 5'6".
Just, yeah.
We usually just hide behind Ozzy.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So how about this? If you guys go kill this necromancer and bring back his head.
Elmer?
Yes?
Can you come assist me in our room, please?
Sure.
Because something weird's going on here.
We'll be right back after this small break.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
No problem.
Tech stuff happens.
This is the fun of being live.
Yeah.
I
This
don't
is
know
raw.
how. I don't know how to adjust the volume on this. I can't hear anybody when they talk.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, unmuted him, but muted us all.
Yeah. Explains why he wasn't laughing at all my
That's what I was
hilarious
trying
jokes.
to do. I didn't know.
I do wonder if maybe you hit mute on.
Because it's not
Everybody
muted.
else.
That's why I went to unmute it.
I know. I went and
Disconnect,
No,
reconnect.
I think it's all there because it just said mute. But
Yeah, because I think I'm hearing him through this, not through this.
yeah, I could have clicked
Ah.
mute everyone else, which would have been, I think, that.
So we all agree, blame Andrew.
That's usually good policy. That's my job.
My whole
life,
childhood,
just
right
general.
there.
Yeah, childhood. Yeah. Feel free. It'd be really cool if we could upgrade the glitter boy, though.
Right? Or find that
Do you have like a
techno witch
glitter
lady.
shield?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Just a giant shield.
Send.
I'm sitting at the Elmer. If we can see it.
Oh, that's a no.
Yeah. I did one of those things where we started the game and it's like, oh man, I really should have dinner.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I timed this wrong.
I had a sandwich.
You
Good for you.
did the smart
I'm just
thing.
over here snacking, trying to be subtle.
Yeah.
I had like a Cliff Bar. but
Right?
I thought
Like,
it
they're
might-
so good. They're so
Just
weirdly
pickles in the
named,
fridge
though.
with my name on it.
But you know, the cool thing is the post game munchies when you do have dinner after is awesome. So
Oh, yeah.
that's good.
You've earned it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yep.
Unless you die, then it's just
But
like
yeah,
Well, then you're feasting in Valhalla.
yeah. If you
I'm
die
just gonna
gaming,
eat
you just go
breakfast.
straight to Valhalla. It's in the
it's your
rules.
consolation prize.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want the
Okay.
Valhalla like that's in Skyrim because they have like whole on like elephant trunks and stuff there, and there's like a dragon bone bridge, and it seems very fun.
I've never made it that far, I have to be honest.
Really?
I just dither around in Skyrim a lot.
You
Uh,
put me into Skyrim.
Yeah, I know. You've played way more than I have.
I own 5 versions
That's
on
almost all of
every
them.
platform and every edition.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 chants.
Oh no! The cloning.
Twice.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yay!
Excellent.
Nope.
Can we kick your other
We
version
could probably
off?
kick the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'll just start pressing buttons. That worked last
Oh,
time.
it's gone.
Oh, no.
Okay,
It's good.
cool.
Okay.
There we go.
The
Lost my
doppelganger.
opportunity.
Doppelganger has been slowed.
Double walker.
Double walk.
Should have gone with 666 then.
Yeah. Why are you .999? Is that just
I don't know. I didn't do that.
okay?
Yeah.
Blame Elmer.
It's over 9,000. That's why.
Ah, that's Jan. Your power level. That's your HP. It's just through the roof.
Broke my headset. Yeah.
So I'm pretty amazing.
His laptop has a really weird number pad underneath the touchpad, and I must have mistakenly been pressing 9 when I entered him in.
That's bizarre.
Number of the
It
beast.
is terrible.
Laptop creators, they do things and never consider why.
Yeah.
Should
It's
they?
new.
They never asked if they should. They just asked if they could.
Exactly.
Oh,
Anyway.
you gotta be quiet. My old laptop will hear you and die. Spite.
No, we love old laptops. It's new laptops that they do this stupid bullshit to.
Mhm.
Beats a Chromebook any day.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was using the Chromebook the last couple of times we played Rifts, and I thought about getting it. Just nah, it's just I ain't messing with it.
Yeah, I've got one that's got a touchpad and it's nice for like smaller stuff, but I work with a bunch of the old, like really small Chromebooks at school and they just break all the time.
Like
They're
if you're,
cursed.
if you're just watching YouTube videos on it, it's perfect. But anything
Perfect,
else,
yeah.
actually getting stuff done.
No, yeah.
Yeah, here's my offer. We'll do one modification to your Glitter Boy armor and provide each of you with a new weapon when you return. But in the meantime, just to let you know I'm not messing around, I'll give you a mini missile launcher to use.
Ooh.
For the glitter boy or for just us?
It's for ground people. It's a heavy weapon, so you have to be trained in heavy weapons to use it, but it can launch armor-piercing mini missiles.
I just immediately.
I do have heavy weapon. Anybody else?
Nope.
I don't want to have to
That's
pull it
kinda,
away
that's
from
kinda
you.
your thing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of cuddling it in the corner, and I'm just kind of like looking like, does anyone else want to try it? Glare.
I'm more interested in this modification. What kind of options are you thinking? Better, like.
I'm not a mechanic, but I know an expert you can talk to who will help you figure out a modification that works on, it's odd. Your glitter suit looks unusual anyway with that blue color. I would expect it already has modifications.
It might, for all I know. I haven't been able to talk to many people about it since I got it. So.
Yeah, we know an expert who could probably find out more about that armor for you and provide you with a modification if you're interested.
Very interested.
Okay, so do we have a deal?
Can I do recognize weapon on the mini missile thing first?
Yeah, you can roll it.
Like a piece of junk.
Listening to it and stuff. You're biting it a little bit.
I passed. I got 33, and my recognized weapon quality is 40.
Okay, the mini missile, this one looks like it's never been used. You see that the scope included with it has magnification, infrared, night vision, and laser targeting. And the missiles do 1d4 times 10 mega damage when fired.
You said 1d4 times 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, it takes 2 people to reload it, and they each have to spend an action, and its payload is only 1.
Could you put it on a bike?
It's a shoulder mounted. It's meant to be used by one person crouching.
Okay.
Can a raccoon reload it?
A well-trained dexterous raccoon.
You know what? One that somebody's familiar with augmented intelligence could be one of the reloading team.
So I just need to be next to Taggart with this missile. I'm going to be riding my bike with the missile and then just have a raccoon and Taggart behind me. Reload it!
Amazing.
I like this so much.
Team Raccoon Missile.
All right, is that our group name? Raccoon Missile?
Yeah.
All right.
What's the distance?
Far enough.
2,000 feet.
Ooh, I like it. I think that's my farthest big weapon.
Oh, sorry. The effective range is 1 mile, not 2,000 feet.
How many feet is 1 mile? Someone who did better in school.
It's like 5,000 or something.
5,000? It's one of those.
Number. Big number.
It's a number that doesn't make any goddamn sense because
5,280.
Yeah, so the limit on your scopes is 2,000 feet, but the range is 1 mile.
So if I think I hear something like a mile away, I can just shoot at it. But when I get a little closer, I can see what I shot.
Well, yeah, infrared.
I see no issue with that plan.
I'm on board.
I'm sorry, Elmer. Did he tell us where this necromancer was? I got a little excited about
It's on a mountain.
It's on
Mile away?
the Devil's
Tower.
Oh, where the aliens are.
Which
Yes.
is in old South Dakota. So it's a bit of a trek from here.
Oh.
But you guys have bikes that go like 200 miles an hour, so...
Well, I had a bike.
You guys can ride on the back of my bike as long as you reload my missiles.
Well, I don't think could he without heavy weapon.
Could he load it without heavy weapon? Or just not shoot it?
You know, I don't know. I'm inclined to think that you could teach him how to load it. You know, they instead of giving you a weapon, they would loan you a vehicle if you want to use one.
But let's method.
A battle cycle for Taggart.
Can you ride on the glitter boy?
Can, but it's not exactly comfortable for long distance.
And I'm looking at it. I looked at it. We had the speed wrong for the glitter boy. You know, it only goes 50 miles per hour. So we need to get you like a truck.
we need like a semi. We can just put.
Wait, I could get a truck.
So mine goes 300 miles per hour, but it's useless because everyone I'm with is slow.
We're gonna have a truck with a glitter boy on the back, and then like several boats behind it. Didn't see people have boats?
Speedboat.
We just need to get like a trailer for it, and then all the bikes can just like put chains on it and haul it.
Yeah.
Find a rift and have Mick Taggart just like zap us there.
I mean,
It doesn't work that way exactly. It's more complicated.
in certain circumstances, it's totally doable.
Yeah.
I don't want
If you
Taggart.
know where a ley line is.
Taggart's all worn out from just teleporting Ozzy shit around. I don't think that's a good idea. So
Yeah, they can loan you an ATV.
Work. But how fast does the ATV go?
180, so it's close to the bikes.
Okay.
Nice.
I wouldn't think we'd be going well, Liv might be going max speed, but everybody else I don't think would be going 300 because I mean this is wilderness we're going through, right?
Yeah, you're probably not going that fast all the time.
Yeah, so I actually think the 50 miles per hour most of the time wouldn't matter. It'd be like once we hit the roads, everybody would leave my ass behind, but most of the time. And actually having a 15-foot robot in the wilderness would be pretty useful, you know, if you're as far as see what you're doing.
Yeah. So are we taking the ATV?
They're not going to give us the missiles if we take an ATV, though, are they?
No, they're
If you want
offering
a
to
bike,
let
you can have a bike.
No, they're offering to let you use both. The
Woo!
ATV doesn't have any weapons.
Don't need it to have weapons. It just needs to get us from point A to point B.
Yeah, well, it's going to be harder for you
Just
to kill the
stay near Ozzy.
necromancer. It's going to be worse for them if you can't kill the necromancer because you can't get there. Because this guy's a dick.
At this point, it's a challenge. I'm going to kill the necromancer with the ATV.
You just gotta get the right
jump
angle.
like attack skill, and you've got it. You just jump up and you crush him.
It'll be like
Befriend him and then let him ride without a helmet.
no, it'll be
Okay, but can we question the big head honcho guy about why they specifically want this necromancer dead? Like, can we have some more specifics about why he's an asshole?
because he
That's
has hordes of roving undead that he's sicking on everyone who moves through that territory, including them. So
Seems
they've
bad.
lost some supplies, and the problem is every time he kills somebody, he adds to his horde. So there are going to be a lot of them. Also, he's making trouble for the Cheyenne Sioux, and he's just a dick.
Do you have anybody you can send with us?
Well, what's his backstory? Why is he? What has led him to this
Anti-hero.
degree?
We don't know. He showed up one day. Apparently, he fell out of a rift,
Oh,
and
say no more.
we don't know why he's a dick. He's just a dick.
His mother never truly loved him.
Yeah, the thing is, like, most of us are gone right now. They're on the military campaign. And that's why we haven't sent anybody, because we want the people here to guard. It'd be bad if one of our other enemies attacked while we were out trying to take care of this.
Okay. Should we head
That's
out? Any
why-
other questions?
As far
Can we see this place in the distance? Is it easy to get to?
it's a ways away.
It's a ways away.
Like, how many days?
Probably 4 or 5 days travel.
Okay.
Assuming you guys drive most of the time and go pretty fast. He does tell you that the minions of the necromancer, they've seen undead, and they also think that he works with some gargoyles. So it's a possibility that you'll see gargoyles.
Great TV
know,
show.
Also, you're going to be the Devil's Tower is actually in Zittisik territory, so it's possible you're running some Zittisik. So watch out for the bugs.
I want to real quick give an apology to anybody watching the stream that noticed I didn't stop the music. I'm so used to having background music on, I didn't even notice it until just now. It was very low and very low key, so I don't think it was bad, but yeah, I noticed it. Turned it off. So while you were telling that story, Elmer, you had quite the nice little beat going. That actually was very nice.
Okay, I hope I was matching the beat. I mean,
You were. It was.
I got that white guy rhythm, so I normally don't match the beat. So I guess it's fine either way.
It's very synthwave, so it was like you were telling like one of those like history podcasts that tells you, oh, actually, there's a lizard people. One of those. So.
My favorite thing from a history podcast I've learned was from Dan Harmon's Hardcore History. Apparently, the cannons the Germans used to take down the Marionette line, the blast was so strong that the operators had to lay face down with cotton stuffed in their mouths and ears. Otherwise, their teeth exploded.
I thought they also stuffed another orifice too.
Dan Harmon didn't mention that if they did, but
yeah, that was what
Big
I
some
heard.
hardcore history.
I don't want to be the first guy that figured out that the teeth explode, though. Like they found that out the hard way.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Every
like,
warning
thinking
label
about
comes with a cautionary tale.
Yeah. Don't
Well-
set pants on fire.
and thinking about like the aliens, like if they watched that, you're like, man, I wouldn't want to mess with this race. They don't mind blowing their own teeth out to take down their enemies. Like we're objectively horrifying.
Yes.
Not
Anyway.
worth the trouble.
Anyways, do you have any additional questions for Jadric?
No.
Okay. So you guys are on your way to Devil's Tower.
Mhm.
The horrible dry spell continues, so you're driving your various vehicles through like tall fields of grass that are all dried out, and the entire landscape, you would describe it as just tan. Like it's hot, it's miserable, and there's not really any relief. You do go by some riverbeds. There are a few rivers still flowing. A lot of the riverbeds have dried out. You guys are going east, so you end up crossing over the West Kansas line, and you see the remains. You guys pass the Medicine Lodge, where you had met Wintersong, and the Giants are no longer there.
Can I pick up my bike?
Your bike has been destroyed, but you can pick up the destroyed bike.
I'll do it.
No,
Like the Madonna
Charlene.
holding Christ.
Rip it apart for parts.
And I need everyone to roll a perception check, which we're just doing as a straight D20 because I don't see any kind of unified perception. Oh, notice skill if you have it. Sorry, roll notice.
And if you
don't have it,
then you're fucked.
I am fucked.
That's my
I do have
F-bomb.
+2 to my perception roll, but that's still just like a 7.
it's a 97 for me, so no, don't think so.
Anybody else have notice?
I'm making sure that I don't.
I have research, land navigation, and intelligence.
There, ding, ding, ding. Our first land navigation mentioned today.
We all knew it would happen.
Are they sponsoring us?
No,
So what are we?
take a drink.
So what do you need us to roll?
Oh, wait, I was wrong. There's no notice skill, so there's no way you could be rolling it. Just do a D20, and if you have a note somewhere that you have perception, just add whatever that is.
Okay. You're just messing with us now.
Where would that be that I have perception?
Probably under class features or
I don't think I have those.
Well, I rolled a 19, but I don't know that I have perception or anything.
I rolled a 4. I don't know what that means. Probably not good.
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
I feel like I'd be perceptive, but I don't see anything, so I got a 15.
Wait, what do you roll against stealth? Because I know stealth is a skill.
Well, now it's not stealth, Elmer. Now we know someone's out there.
Well, isn't stealth just prowl? Because prowl is a skill that means your character moves with stealth.
Yeah, so prowl.
For the actual.
Legally distinct from.
I copied and pasted the definition from the book on my sheet.
Smart.
It says
What does
move
it
with
say?
stealth.
Oh, so I should roll my prowl, and if I fail, then you guys notice?
I have detect ambush. Would that come into play here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. And I get a +5, it says, but that would be that's for a 100 roll, right? Not a d20.
Yeah, you'd roll.
Okay.
You have the detect ambush skill, so you should have a percentage for it, and you want to
Yeah.
roll below that percentage.
Okay, so it says. So let me try and roll that. Nope. I did not detect an ambush. Whether there is or isn't one, I wouldn't know.
You're pretty sure there's
Can I
not.
use intelligence?
Yeah.
No.
It includes the assessment of sights and sounds.
Okay, sure.
Sound.
Sure, you can roll intelligence.
I failed spectacularly, so ignore that.
Okay.
You hear something? Nope.
Nope. I hear nothing. I detect 0 ambushes.
My background music's still on.
Okay. So you guys are trekking along, and like I said, the land is pretty flat. You start to run into the western part of the Badlands, which is like there are plateaus. So there starts to be some changes in elevation. And the easy way to travel is to travel in between the plateaus because you don't know when they're going to end. So I'm assuming you guys are doing that unless you want to greatly increase your travel time. And you're about a day and a half away from Devil's Tower at this point. And I'm assuming you're doing your usual where Liv is out in front scouting because that's how you guys have always traveled.
Mm-hmm.
And Liv, you see something in the distance. It's hard to make out unless you're going to like actually stop and use your like binoculars and telescopic scope. But there's some kind of kerfluffle in the distance. You can see the dust being kicked up.
Okay, so since I'm in front of the group and I don't want to go too far, I'm gonna stop and actually try and use my. Do I have binoculars? I definitely have scopes on all my weapons. So use something to try and see.
A little laser beam shows up on.
I like to think since it's your newest thing, you're using the missile launcher scope.
It's shiny. I'm really invested.
I want to fire a missile at something. And you look and you actually see it is a group of coalition Skelelots. There are 10 of them. And they're fighting a tribe of you have was it Lord Monsters? No, do you have Lord DB?
Nope, I only have lore magic.
Okay, so you see they're fighting some creatures that are vaguely humanoid shape, about 12 feet tall, only they have thick muscular tails and beaks and horns.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that the creatures are actually landing blows on the Skelelots and surviving hits from the Skelelots, so that means they're mega damage creatures. But you see, you can't tell how the fight's going at this point, but you can see that it's a group of about 12 of those fighting a group of about 10 Skelelots. And Skelelots, just to remind you, are coalition robots. They're made out of some kind of black metal, and they're made to look like skeletons. They have like spiked mohawks and red eyes, and they're pretty fucking metal.
Okay, how far behind me is everybody else?
Typically, you guys have done about a half mile. I'm assuming that's what you guys did this time. I think it's kind of tedious when the GM makes you guys like line that out every time. So we can go with that, or if you guys want to argue for a different distance, I'm open to it.
That's fine for me because I probably would be about that far ahead, searching in advance. All right, so I'm gonna get on my radio and just like tell you guys like, hey, there is 10 like coalition robots fighting like these 12 really weird dudes up ahead. Do you want me just to like shoot them?
They're
By
fighting.
them, are you referring to the things or the robots?
The robots, coalition can screw themselves. But then the things might, the tall guys might try and fight us if we do destroy the coalition.
That is true.
Are we in? I forget how to pronounce, but the bug territory already?
Yes.
Are they generally hostile?
Zitasic? Yes. Liv hasn't described what they look like, but the bugs are they do not, these creatures do not look like bugs.
Okay.
So it's up to her to describe, but she just said dudes. So
Right? Like they're tall, like monstery, tall dudes. Like they're like human-ish, but they're definitely not humans. But they're also
they have
don't seem to be
wings?
the coalition.
Well, I mean, anything that any enemy of the coalition is a friend I'm willing to run from.
I like that line.
Yeah, is there any reason we should get involved? Are they on the road, or can we
It's
like
the coalition.
skirt around them?
We kill the coalition.
That's
You
true.
don't just you kill the coalition. Like what are you not getting?
That's true. And if any coalition survive, we could do that to them. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
you see that the tide of the fight has taken a change. The Skelelots are taking the upper hand at the moment.
Okay, I really want to try out my new missile. So unless anyone has a real good reason I shouldn't, I'm gonna go shoot the skeleton guys with my missile.
Are we going to save that to shoot at Devil's Tower to take out the Necromancer?
How many missiles do
Tiger
we
knows
have?
how to reload it.
You guys have 10 missiles.
10.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, test it out.
We'll want to know how it works.
Yeah.
This is an awful idea. Wait.
Well,
Why don't
speak
we
up,
just let
Ozzy.
these things like fight each other for a little bit and then nuke the survivors? They don't see
Well,
us.
what- The lizard guys are good.
Kitnian lays on the ground and plugs his ears. And
That's
with his mouth
doubtful.
open.
Those of you who have lore demons and monsters or lore DBs can roll based on Liv's description to try to guess what she's talking about.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a 10% penalty because she wasn't very clear in the description.
That would be a 34, which with the 10% is a success by 1 point.
Nice.
Okay. Taggart, with your vast
I made it by
knowledge
one.
of DBs, and David, with your vast knowledge of monsters, you guys know that the creatures she described are gargoyles with a U. A gargoyle is an underspecies of gargoyle that is born without wings.
Oh.
They are typically evil creatures from the hell dimension with one L. I'm not sure why it's one L, but here we are. And they also are known to occupy other dark dimensions like the Nightlands. And they are very strong, like hand-to-hand fighters. Gargoyles never have magical or psionic powers, even though gargoyles, which are like the upper levels of their species, do. So, yeah, that's what you know about them. And yeah, Liv, you're watching the fight, and they're down to. They've taken out 2 of the Skelelots, so they're now 8 Skelelots, but there are only 6 gargoyles left. They're kind of getting their asses kicked.
Okay. So did Taggart tell me that these guys are probably evil too?
More than likely, yeah, probably.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till you guys get up to me in that half mile, and we'll see how many of these guys are left, and then I'll shoot them.
Sounds good. On our way.
Okay. So I'm just kind of looking through my scope at them, just in case anyone starts running at me or something.
You say generally evil, but what's their like general intelligence level?
They're not Zidisic, but the gargoyles, for whatever reason, are almost like insects in the way they operate, and the gargoyles are the lowest level. So they're kind of just they're almost like warrior drones. Like they're just
baser instincts.
used to fight.
Blow them up.
You aren't going to be tricked or trapped by a gargoyle unless you're extremely stupid. Yeah, you guys get there, and watching the fight, like the battle's not going well for them. The gargoyles, it's down to 4 gargoyles and 7 Skelelots.
Maybe we should even the odds.
Okay. Are they all kind of like fighting in like a little like mass?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to try it.
Basically, the Skelelots, like, some of them keep trying to break away to use weapons, and the gargoyles are running them down. And that's the reason the Skelelots have the advantage. They keep basically falling back and shooting the gargoyles as they charge them. But when the gargoyles actually get up to hand, they end up like breaking or killing a Skelebot each time. It's just they're dying too quick. It's like Zergling Rush, basically.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my new handy dandy scope that does a lot of things to try and like find like the center point of the group to hit the majority of people of either side. And then I'm gonna try shooting a mini missile.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot that Skelebot.
So is that a 1d20?
Yep.
I got a 9 plus 1. So 10.
Okay, that is a hit.
Okay. So 1d4 times 10. That's going to be 30 mega damage.
Okay, you see your missile flies true, and it strikes one of the Skelebots and blows it back, doing some damage to its chest. But the thing is still, it's knocked down, but it's still alive. And you see the gargoyles take this as a time to swarm that one, and you can see one of the gargoyles actually successfully rips off the arm of the Skelebot, but the battle's still going on. The Skelebots, you see some of them are trying to pinpoint you to figure out where you guys are.
All right. Ozzy steps forward in the cooler boy and brings out the boom gun. I'm gonna aim at the skeletons that are starting to notice us. If that's okay.
Yep.
All right, I got it 8, so plus 6, I got a 14.
Okay. 14, that hits, roll damage.
I hit for 70 mega damage.
Okay. Again, you knock over the Skelebot, but it's still alive. You see that they actually move and take a different position, so they're behind a plateau, giving them cover bonuses against you if you try to continue shooting at them from this distance.
Smart.
Does that help the gargoyles at all, though? Or are they more exposed for their attack?
The gargoyles actually take advantage of the chaos caused by your shots and manage to take down an additional one of the Skelebots. So it's now 6 Skelebots, 4 gargoyles.
Okay. Is there any way to drive around them and just let them finish each other off, or do we got to go through them?
You guys could drive around. It's going to delay you guys a little bit, but you guys can find a way around.
I've got.
You can roll land navigation for it.
I've also got a couple smoke grenades we could pop.
Give us some cover.
Yeah, if we want to do that.
Okay. Can I use land navigation to see if we can get away so they can't see us using plateaus and whatnot?
Yeah, you guys also could wait for the battle to be over and tail whoever the victor is if you want to find out where the rest of them are.
Ooh, I like that idea.
If the victor happens to be the coalition, we can find more coalition.
Blow them up.
Yeah, I say hang back.
Yeah. And then I asked Taggart and Nibs to reload my mini missile just so that we're ready.
Good to go.
Does Nibs try to wash the missile in the water?
Nibs tries to hide the missile in
Probably.
Taggart's ATV.
No,
Shoving it in the tailpipe.
I try and bribe Nibs with a little drink from my flask.
Your water flask or your liquor flask?
Liquor, of course.
Oh boy.
Nibs and I had a real good relationship while we drove away from the thingies together.
For just a point of interest, how much alcohol did you give my raccoon?
Only like half a shot. He'll be fine.
Cool.
For that little body, that's a lot of alcohol.
Okay, the fight becomes quite intense between the gargoyles and the Skelebots as you guys watch it, and finally, damaged but not broken, one Skelebot remains, and you see after it crushes the skull of the last gargoyle, it does a little victory dance for a second, teabags the gargoyle a little bit, and then begins walking towards what you can see in the distance is Devil's Tower.
Is the coalition also trying to kill the necromancer? Because the necromancer has control of the gargoyles.
Exactly. Thank you, Rodney.
You're welcome. He said thank you. I shouldn't have that power. I try. I give myself two a game. So that's my second one. So.
I will be right back. 1 second.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing? Are you gonna follow the Skelebot to see where it's going?
Do we have in anybody's equipment? Do we have anything that could like a tracking thing we could put on him?
I have travel, land navigation, and intelligence.
I meant in like your equipment, like.
You mean like a homing beacon type thing?
Yeah.
Or anyone have the stuff to make it?
No, I don't have anything like that.
I would think you guys would need tracking or undercover ops.
Can I shoot him with a flare and we just follow the flare?
I have escape artist, and I can pick locks. And I have very low impersonation.
Does anybody have sensory equipment as a skill?
Yeah, I think I might.
I have swimming.
I have read sensory equipment.
I will let you try that at half your normal skill level to see if you can track whatever the controlling signal is for the Skelebot.
So
Because the Skelebots are actually more like drones than bots. There's some coalition soldiers somewhere controlling them.
the skill's 55. So what do you say, 26?
I'll give you 28.
28.
Be round in the player's favor.
Okay. I got a 40.
Yep. Sorry.
Mhm.
Damn it.
So yeah, you guys can follow the Skelebot. You guys can continue on your own path to Devil's Tower. You guys could theoretically try to do a search pattern to try to figure out where the coalition controller is. They can't be more than a few miles away. Or if somebody else has a different idea, you guys can do that. I'm just throwing stuff out there to try to help you.
Let's see. My idea would be... I'm looking at my skills, seeing if anything pops out. I guess I'm saying, I guess we follow this guy.
Mhm.
We try to keep our distance as much as we can. Maybe only one of us would follow it.
Would the other broken Skelebots still be receiving signals?
You could check it out.
Because if we could, I personally don't have the skill for it, but I have the theory for it. If you could get 3 of those broken Skelebots and spread out a little bit, we could triangulate the source signal with your read sensor device abilities.
I do have basic mechanics and basic radio. That helps.
I've got basic electronics, general repair, basic mechanics.
I have mathematics. I'm a mathematician.
I should have basic electronics twice. I need to fix that.
I'll let you do a basic electronics check followed by a sensory equipment check to see if you could do a couple skill tests to try to figure this out using the Skelebot parts. I think that was a good idea, Taggart.
You want me to do it? Or
I think you're the only one with the skills to do it.
That's a failure. So no.
Well, we also have the Man It's a Crazy World thing to re-roll something once, if you want to use it.
I don't. Not on this. No, I want to save that in case my life's...
Wait, no, that's Luck of Heroes it's called.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I'd say we just we have one person follow the skeleton, try to stay back, and then keep in radio contact. And then as soon as they make contact or find whatever's, where it goes, circle back and then we'll all go.
Well, do we think it's just going to the tower to continue on its mission, or do we think it's returning to its master?
I don't think it's from the tower.
Yeah.
Right, so it's just going to attack the tower, right?
Or it's going back to its handler who's within 2 miles.
Do we think the handler's at the tower?
No.
No.
And it's probably going just
Where
to
they'd
attack,
probably
right?
be dead.
Right, so if we follow it, it's just going to lead us to the tower, right?
Well, it's injured, so it's probably going to go back to its coalition base, recoup, and then they're going to send out more people to do whatever they're doing to attack the tower.
Well, we know it's heading towards the
Coalition.
tower. Yeah, and it could be coalition or could not be, potentially, but...
That's true.
So do we want to follow it then?
So we can either follow it or go the long way around trying to avoid it and maybe run into more of them. What do you guys want to do?
I vote follow.
I vote follow.
Yeah,
Let's just follow it.
Cool. And when we get closer, when we're we can use land navigation to figure out the best path to hide behind the plateaus. And then when we get more open area. I do have very high skills in prowl to try and like follow them a little farther to see where they're going.
Cool.
Okay, roll land navigation.
You want me to too? I also have land navigation.
Yes.
So do I.
If it's the same, if
Same.
I got 45 and I have 45, is that a pass
Yes,
or fail?
it's a pass.
Cool.
Perfect.
$61. 10 off. Nope.
Nope. 94.
So Liv ends up leading the way as you guys move through the plateaus, and you guys eventually see the Skelebot does divert from the path directly towards Devil's Tower, so it's heading further east. So are you guys continuing to follow it, or do you head towards Devil's Tower? I also want to note at this point, you guys have traveled here, and there are two pretty strong ley lines flowing through the Badlands to Devil's Tower, but there's something off here. The magic users just can tell something is off, and Kitnian can tell as well with his psychic powers.
Ozzy can't.
Oh, does Ozzy have psychic powers?
No, I just wanted you to describe how oblivious Ozzy is. Like,
Ozzy's like listening to AC/DC and just jamming out.
Meanwhile, everyone else in the party is like, something's wrong.
My spidey senses are tingling.
Yeah.
I'm just very excited I have a new weapon. Okay, how open is the area around Devil's Tower? Like how far do we have to be in the open to get to it?
It's about a half mile away from the closest like plateau. So there's a pretty good open area, and then it's kind of a sheer climb. And you guys don't see like a house or anything, so you're gonna have to figure out some way to get up it.
Who else is good at climbing? Because I have an 85.
I have rope work. Use
I can
ropes.
run.
I can climb. I gotta get under 50.
I don't think my bike can jump that high, which I'm sad about. Okay.
I'll just use all my ammo and shoot stairs into it.
Climb up, drop a rope.
I do have, like I said, I do have rope works, but which I just noticed now and I laugh about. I don't have a rope. Equipment.
Man, if I had a rope, I could do such cool stuff.
I know how to tie knots and stuff, but I forgot to bring one.
Yeah, it means you're a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Are the magic guys sensing anything coming from like on top of Devil's Tower, or is it maybe somewhere around Devil's Tower? Like, how do we know what's actually up there?
What
I really don't have any way of figuring that out personally.
I do. I can sense stuff.
You want to roll your sense stuff?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if you guys are kidding because that sounds like a RIFTS thing. It would actually be in the book.
And stuff.
No, so it's not ley line specific, but I can sense rifts out to 50 miles. So let me see if that's. Do I roll for that? See page 123.
The tower itself is about 1,000 feet tall, and you can scale up about halfway just by like following paths, but the last half is climbing. You do see that there's a river that flows around it. So there's a possibility of caves if you guys follow the river. You don't know for sure, though. Just general knowledge about land navigation.
Would it be possible for Taggart to teleport us up there, since it's a ley line?
Are we on the ley line?
Taggart's face.
You guys could get to the ley line. You'd have to detour out of your way.
Well, no. Is Devil's Tower on the ley line?
Yes.
Then yes, I could rift us to the top. Technically.
Okay. Just so you know, like what it's like. Devil's Tower is like a hole. Like the ley lines flow into it, and there should be a whole bunch of energy in that node, but it's just gone.
I don't feel comfortable rifting into that. Does it feel as if this hole is actually like a secondary dimension overlaid on top of ours? Like it's just a separate world beyond that point? Is it a giant rift?
You're familiar with rift stuff and dimensional stuff, and your highly scientific like conclusion is kinda.
That is very scientific, actually. Depends.
Cool.
So there's not a necromancer on top of Devil's Tower. There's a necromancer inside Devil's Tower in another dimension, kinda.
You could roll lore magic if you wanted, Taggart.
I'll do that. That is a 33. Is that a success for me? 33. Lore magic is 40. So yeah, that's a success.
Okay, there's some kind of magic work or spell or something inside that's sucking up all of the power.
Okay, so it's not like the ley line ends, it's just spoken for.
Yeah. You know that would have to be a very big spell to suck up all the energy from both of these ley lines, and for there not to apparently be something happening. Like normally, like if it was a spell of this magnitude, like you would see something, but there's nothing.
Right.
If we teleport into that, do we just get absorbed too?
Well, see, here's the thing. Theoretically, maybe. Potentially, not at all. Just depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
I need percentages there.
I think it will be a pain, but I feel like climbing is the safest bet. And maybe we could teleport on the way out.
What about the caves? We can look for the caves.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Caves could be.
I don't really want to lose my bike.
Or we could use our glitter boy to make a cave.
Alternative thought. So there were those skelebats, well, bot singular, that diverted away from here. They might have a camp or something set up nearby, and if they're also interested in Devil's Tower, they probably have equipment to get up it that we could hijack.
I like that
I'm
idea.
all for robbing the coalition.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go wreck some coalition, if nothing else.
Yeah, because like the skelebats couldn't like just climb or whatever, right? They probably need some kind of special thing.
Well, they have.
Don't they fly?
The skelebats, they have jump jets on them, but they couldn't go that high.
We can steal the jump jets.
They do have mega damage hands, basically. So unless there's something really special about this rock, they could probably just like their way up.
So potentially they might not have climbing stuff.
Worst case scenario, they have rope, which we apparently do not.
We could rip off their jump things off the back of the robots that can attach them.
What about the broken ones?
I say we check this out, and then the second option is the cave, because if we climb, we're gonna have to leave a lot of stuff behind, including the bikes.
Yeah.
So, and the glitter boy might be able to climb it, but I'm
Okay.
confident.
All right.
Rifting doesn't feel safe in this. I mean, rifting is never safe, but
No.
If there's any percentage of you may get eaten into a black hole, I don't really want to.
yeah.
All right. I want to sneakily follow the coalition robot.
Okay, roll prowl.
Prowl sounds so much cooler than sneak.
Success. 36
It
out of
does.
55.
Just narrowly missed.
Is Liv scouting by herself, or are all of you prowling?
I'm not going. I'm not going.
I'm going ahead of everybody.
I just picture.
Yeah. I'm keeping within like a half-mile distance of them, so if I need help, they can come and help me before I'm totally dead. But like,
Okay. You end up coming along to the camp and looking around. This is not a coalition camp. You see there are a couple of Quonset hunts, and you see that there is a coalition. There are a couple coalition hover bikes that are parked, and you see that there are about a half dozen additional Skelebats and one Skelebot enforcer, which
You're just
Nope.
back of, yeah, there we go.
okay.
What's sorcery?
Oh, that's
is
so cool.
that. And you see that there are 3 combat Borg mercenaries who seem to be in charge of the camp.
So 4 total.
But not coalition.
No. The
What
coalition does
mercenary group are they
occasionally.
associated with? Can we tell?
They are the raging rhinoceroses. I don't know.
Cool. So not anything I would have encountered before in my mercenary work.
It's definitely not the Valkyries or associated with the town that you came from.
Okay. Is it like a well set up camp? Like they seem like they really know what they're doing, or did they just like get lucky with a lot of equipment?
It looks kind of half-assed from here.
Okay. So I'm gonna radio back to everyone else and tell them this and be like, so should we do the friendly approach or just wait for nightfall and try and rob them?
Oh, by the way, just to let you guys know, that big bot thing, Liv hasn't seen one of those before.
Oh, cool. Is it like controlled by remote control? Is there like a guy in it?
You don't know.
So it's another thing where you're like, there's a big dude here. Like, is it the
Okay.
same big dude as
So
before?
there's like a guy that's kind of like, like Ozzy, but like totally not like Ozzy, but like the coalition guy, the little robot was like an Ozzy sized robot, but there might be a dude in it. I'm not sure. And there's these 3 mercenary guys, and they seem to like kind of be control, but it doesn't really like seem like their stuff. They didn't set it up very well, but like they are really like, juiced up for not being juicers.
Can you get closer to eavesdrop on them?
Elmer, can I, or do I need to roll again?
Roll intelligence.
Yeah.
See if you're smart enough not to go closer, or
I'm not. I got 57 and my intelligence is 41.
Okay. You guys are all trained. No, actually, pretty much only Liv is. Yeah, you could probably sneak up there. You don't see a reason why not.
Okay. So I'm going to get like close, but like I'm not going to be within their camp or within like grabbing distance of anything.
Okay, how far away is the rest of the party at the moment? So a half mile is typical.
Half mile, but then I did radio them about this. Did you guys move up closer to me when I told you about all the big scary guys?
No. Some of us took steps back. No, I don't know.
How far away are you
Yeah.
from us?
I was 0.5 miles when I radioed you.
Yeah, I guess I'm crawling up there. The glitter boy's crawling up there.
Yeah. We'll move in like screaming distance. Do 2 short screams, that's the signal that we'll move in. If you need to do one long one just for you, totally respect that.
If you hear the missile, it means go.
Cool.
Hey, you want to roll
One
your
big
auto
boom
dodge
now.
for me?
Okay. I have auto dodge though.
Yeah, you want to roll that?
Roll it.
Is that a 1d20?
Yes, it is, plus your dodge.
Okay.
Means you can only dodge cars.
So that is a 10 plus my dodge is 7, so 17.
Okay. So you're in the middle of talking to them when a anti-personnel mini missile comes flying at you that you somehow dodge. You want to describe that?
I don't quite think about it, but I hear the sound, and it's a very distinctive sound, this kind of missile. So my body is already doing a sideways roll before I've even stopped talking to them on the radio. And I'm just kind of like doing a roll, and then I just do the Superman kind of pose on the ground, like looking.
Okay. Before combat starts, does anybody need a bathroom or drink break?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, now that you mention it, I'll remember to turn the music back off this time.
I was about to say, our whole combat has this like beat to it. Techno battle.
Oh yeah, I should probably go do this stuff instead of us.
I am back.
Hello.
I've returned.
Okay, peeps.
Pajamas on.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was sitting here writing out combat stuff. I need initiatives for everybody.
How do you do initiatives in this game, Elmer?
Thank
D20
you.
plus your initiative bonus.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
That doesn't sound complicated.
21.
It'll be a 14 for Taggart.
Oh, that's a 21.
Boom.
16.
David?
I got a 1.
Oh no!
David. I picture David just trying his hardest not to set everything on fire as an extra critical.
He turned the
No.
wrong direction when the battle started.
Or the
Just
right
ex-
one.
Oh, that's dark.
Liv, what are you doing? You're first.
Do I know who shot the missile at me? Like which one?
You look and you see the big robot is facing you. It has like red eyes that are glowing, and you see the mini missile launchers on its right shoulder, and there are 5 more missiles in it.
Does
you
it
also
seem
see,
like? Sorry.
You also see that it has vibro claws in either of its huge arms, and a plasma ejector on its right shoulder.
Ouch. Does it seem like any of the 3 mercenaries are controlling this guy?
Nope.
Cool. So there's 4 mercenaries. One's just an Aussie. Okay. I'm gonna just start with my grenade launcher and just kind of like shoot it at him.
Actually, let me describe the scene for you better. There's him.
Bad idea.
And then off to the side, you see there's a crowd of 3 Skelelots. And you see the mercenaries were actually further in the background, and they actually seem surprised.
Oh.
And what are you doing?
And I come and shot the mercenaries like, why did you shoot me? Just to see if they're nice. but I don't think that's going to be an option now. Still kind of just want to throw a grenade at it. I don't have much better plan.
Okay, go for
But
it.
is the Skelelots in front of it?
No, they're off to the side.
Do they look like they're going to attack me?
Probably.
Okay. Then I'm gonna actually just use my railgun and try and shoot like how close are they together?
The Skelelots are in a cluster, and the Enforcer's off on its own about 30 yards from them.
Okay. And then you guys are still like half a mile away from me.
Indeed.
Okay. I'm gonna try and use like my railgun on the big guy and like kind of start reversing a little bit on my bike.
Okay. Fire your railgun.
Okay. Let's see. That's 13.
You see it dodges out of the way.
That is a very large thing to be that nimble.
It is very fast.
I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna just shoot and like be continuing on my bike going backwards as fast as I safely can.
Okay, so on your next action, you'll have to move then, because move and attacks are separate actions. So that was your first action. Up next with the 16 is Kitnian.
Oh boy.
I got Ozzy out of 21.
Yeah, I got a 21.
Oh. Oh, sorry, you're right. Yeah, Ozzy, you're next.
I'm hoping for a boom gun save.
Whoa, Andrew. You don't have anything that could help here. You have a sword, okay?
Use it as a nightlight.
So we're about half mile away. The boom gun's 2 miles, so I'm gonna take aim at the big robot because I am offended that there's another big robot. I'm having robot envy.
That's our thing.
It's my thing, man. I'm the robot.
Just trying to support you.
He's not listening to the reason right now. He's just so upset.
Just AC/DC in anger.
All right. 7. I got a 13 to hit.
A 13?
Yes.
It doesn't know you're firing, so you hit. Roll damage.
Ah, my favorite word. Doesn't know. All right. Ooh, excellent. Oh, yeah, I like that. I hit it for 140 mega damage.
Okay. You
Smoking
see
crater.
the blast hits it. It's up still.
Things are tough here. I've learned this. The mega damage. It's like, oh.
Kitnian, it's your turn.
Oh God.
Did it do before Kidney? Did it do anything? Did it affect him anyway?
No.
Nothing.
Did it even
Nope.
dent him?
Is it like
I'm
more
sure
powerful?
it did, but
Just absorb the energy.
You guys just hear a shh. Oh shit.
Okay. We're still far away, and I have I have a laser pistol and a laser rifle. I don't know if that's gonna be super helpful, so I'm gonna spend my turn trying to get up close to Liv to protect someone who can actually maybe damage this thing if we can hit it.
So are you gonna like totally gun your motorcycle and roll drive to try to get up there right away, or are you going to take a few rounds?
Okay. I would like to gun it. I think that sounds cool.
Roll drive.
Oh fudge. Okay.
Is there a drive or is it combat driving?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what.
You should pilot, is what it is. It should be pilot motorcycle.
Pilot motorcycle. Okay. Maybe I didn't write that down anywhere. Yeah, I think last time we figured out I had more motorcycle stuff to write down, and then I didn't. So I have the Highwayman motorcycle. I know how fast it goes. I know the MDC, but I don't have pilot. What do you want me to roll for then?
You must have pilot motorcycle.
I have one called motorcycles.
Yeah, that would be
60.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was pilot or combat, if that counted. Okay, let me try it out. Either way, this is gonna be awesome. No regrets. Hashtag YOLO.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Oh,
Back there.
I did really well.
So you rock the motorcycle. You're speeding across the Badlands.
Yeah.
You launch off of a plateau and land next to Liv.
Yeah. Can I do that thing where I like slide and like sort of drift up?
Yes.
Yes, I do that. And I go, there is literally nothing I can do to help you here, but I'm here.
Taggart, your turn.
Oh boy. I have nothing useful at this distance. So I'm just going to try and get as close as possible, as safely as possible. No rush.
I'm getting terrible frame rate, so it looks like there's like a shadow creature attacking Jan right now. I'm sorry, what are you doing, Taggart? I was distracted by
just
the cat.
gonna move up and get closer.
Okay, are you gonna try to speed it in the ATV or
no?
Okay, it's gonna take you 2 rounds to get
not
there then.
super proficient in this vehicle. It's more just like, okay, we're good. I got this. Chaos happening. Okay, just keep going.
Okay, so David doesn't have a vehicle, so I'm assuming he would probably be riding with you in the ATV since it has more than one seat.
That's what I was thinking.
I thought
Okay.
you run like 60 miles per hour. I thought you were just gonna.
Yeah, but would you want to run for 5 days straight, even if you could?
No, but I figured he'd be right on, but he could get up there quick by himself if he needed.
I mean, you could ditch the ATV and go ahead, but
I run at 36 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
Okay. The pilot of the Enforcer armor gets to do 2 things per action. So it goes speeding. It actually has jump jets, and it fires them and it actually jumps over Liv and Kitnian, and it's heading directly towards Ozzy. And you see as it's running over the shoulder with the plasma blaster, this huge like helicopter type gun with 6 chambers comes over its shoulder, and it begins multi-firing lasers at Ozzy.
I don't like this.
Robot battle.
Okay, Ozzy,
Yes.
it hits,
Oh.
but you can roll a dodge if you don't mind losing an attack.
Yeah, I'll roll a dodge.
Okay. So roll d20, add your dodge for Glitter Boy combat, and you're trying to beat a 7.
I got a 16.
Okay. So it's a multi-fire like blue laser coming at you, and you get out of the way. Describe what it looks like.
Ozzy goes to, like do a cool move, and he actually just falls over, and the lasers pass over him. He falls flat on his back.
As he
Just
planned.
total luck.
Actually, the spikes are still in the ground from firing the boom gun, so he just bends at the knees
the
and
knees.
goes backwards.
Like a sit-up position.
Like the Matrix.
And then pops back up.
It's a lot less grateful than Matrix. It makes a loud clang against the ground.
Okay. You see the 3 combat Borgs run into the Quonset hut on their turn. And you see the 3 Skelelots begin firing laser rifles, 2 at Liv, 1 at Kitnian. Fuck. Liv, I would hit you once. You can roll your auto dodge if you want without losing an action.
Okay.
You have to beat a 6.
I have 7 plus 5.
Okay. So you dodge out of the way as they're firing their laser rifles at you. Kitnian, I also fire at you.
Fudge.
You do not have auto dodge, and I rolled a 13 to hit you. So you can either take the shot or you can try to dodge. If you dodge, you lose one of your combat actions.
Can I parry?
You can't parry a laser.
A bullet?
I have a side sword, the closest thing to a lightsaber, okay?
Actually, when you get higher level, you'll be able to parry with it.
Oh, okay. And I have 1 goal now. Perfect. I guess I'll try to dodge.
Okay. So roll a d20, add your dodge. You're trying to beat a 13.
Okay. Okay. I think I have a +2 bonus to dodge. And
10 total?
yeah, totally.
So you're taking that damage.
And I look like I tried to get out of the way and I got shot. That's great.
Yeah. You take
Love
5
that
points of mega damage.
Okay. So and that's MDC, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then it is David's turn. You're in the ATV. You are about a quarter of a mile, so that would be what, like 1,500 feet from.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can do until I get up closer.
Actually, you are close to the enforcer armor,
Please help.
so you're within range of it if you want to try to hit it with something.
Please.
Well, I would have to get out of the ATV. Is the ATV open?
I mean, you could barrel roll.
I mean, is it
Yeah,
open?
it's
Because
not
in order to
slowing
do
down.
anything, I would need to get out of it.
You know what? You could roll out if you want. You have mega damage armor, and it'd be regular damage from falling. So
So what do I need to do to get out? Because I will actually.
we'll just say you jump out, and then
Okay.
whatever action you want to do.
Well, because I'll do the steam coat thing and light it on fire.
Describe it and tell me how it works.
Basically, I click my fingers and I'm covered in like there's like a burst of steam, and I do it again and it's on fire.
Okay. Do I need to roll? Do you need to roll attack? Do I need to roll a dodge?
No, that it takes my action to turn it on.
Oh, so this is covering you.
Yeah, it's me. Yes.
Oh, okay. So you have your flame on.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. That brings us back around to Liv.
Okay. So I saw those guys run into that hut, right?
Yeah.
Is the door open or closed?
Open.
Can I shoot
Are
a
you gonna
grenade
fire
in
a
there?
missile in there?
Right? Like, I could shoot a missile. Yeah, so that's 1d4 times 10, and my grenades are 4d6 mega damage.
Do we have any ability to
But
scan?
it
to
has a
see if
blast
there's-
range of 6 feet, so I can hit 3 of them where the missile just hits 1.
Do we have any ability to scan to see if there's like prisoners in there or anything? Because like maybe the order was check on the prisoners, and they run in there, and you're like, I got them.
No, they ran in there, and Alabot started shooting at us. So I'm guessing that's where the controllers are. And if there's casualties, there's casualties. I'm blowing up coalition shit. I'm a juicer. What did you expect?
Juicing.
Okay, I want to throw a grenade into that doorway with its little. How big is that plate, like building in there?
It's bigger than 6 feet. Like
a lot bigger?
yes. The hut is probably 15 feet long, 10 feet high.
Okay. I'm just going to shoot it in there and kind of shoot for like medium long distance in the hut and hope.
Okay. So roll attack roll. And based on your degree of success, we'll decide how many people it hits.
All right. Can I use Luck of Heroes? I got a 1.
Yeah, you might want to, because a 1 with a grenade is never a good time for anyone.
He just throws it at
I'm
Kitten.
standing next to Kitnian.
Yeah, just here, take this. Okay, wait, what?
Okay, I got a 7 plus my strike bonus to strike is 1, so that's 8.
Okay, so I'm going to say that's good enough to hit one of them. So go ahead and roll damage.
4d6. And I'm hoping just to like distract them at least, you know, to like give us some relief. So that's going to be 12 mega damage.
You just hear, son of a bitch!
Ow!
Okay.
Do any of like the Skelelots like slow down or like seem to be having issues?
No.
Oh.
Ozzy, your turn.
Ozzy shoots back upright from the sit up position. And how far away from this jerk am I?
About a quarter of a mile.
Okay.
So we'll say 1,500 feet.
I'm going to run full speed at him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to get as close as possible. I don't know how to do this. But I want to get in melee range. We're having
Okay, it's good.
doing this.
It'll take an action for you to get within melee range.
Okay. I'm heading right towards it.
Sounded right for us.
We're doing a robot battle. It's coming.
I've seen Pacific Rim. Let's do this.
Kitney, your turn.
Also, I don't want to be shot with a laser anymore.
Yeah, that sounds not fun. Okay, so did the hut didn't like explode when the grenade went in there, right? Like it's still there.
The hut's a mega damage structure.
Okay, so it's like smoking.
No, it's there's a little smoke
fine.
from the grenade, but it's fine.
It looks slightly cleaner than it did before. Some dirt got knocked loose. Okay. Nothing is attacking Liv right now, right?
There are 2 Skelelots firing laser rifles at her.
Okay. I could try to go fight them. Do I know how Skelelots fare against like Psi Sword type weapons?
Well, you know it's a mega damage weapon, so it'll hurt them, but it's not like it'll like
instantly kill them or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. The humans might be more my.
The advantage for you if you do that though is if they have to fight you in melee, is you can use your parry, which doesn't take your actions.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I'll sprint towards them, I guess.
Okay, you get to summon the Psi Sword for free, so I'm assuming you're gonna do that while you're moving.
Oh yeah. As I like jump off the bike, shoo, Psi Sword.
Okay, so you get up to melee range of the Skelelots on your turn, but don't get to attack. Taggart, your turn. David's jumped out to fight the big enforcer robot, and you're still driving the ATV. What are you doing?
Cool. Gonna reach across and close the door that David jumped out of, and keep focusing on the road, just ignoring everything else. Just get closer.
You arrive at Liv on your turn.
Sweet.
So you pull up, you see the 3 Skelelots, you see Kitney and rushing them. You see the Quonset hut, you see the skeleton helicopters, which look like super villain. Like it's basically a helicopter that's like a skull with blades on top, with guns coming out of the mouth.
Then I will hop out of the ATV and hide behind a tire.
Okay. Very brave. Okay, the Enforcer bot does not want to engage in melee, so it fires its particle beam directly at Ozzy.
No.
A pretty solid hit if you want to try to dodge. So 15.
I need to beat a 15.
Yeah. Remember, you lose an action if you dodge.
Dodge is 4. All right. Yeah, I'm dodging. I get a 16.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right there, but you somehow managed to dodge the blast.
Again, falling backwards.
Apparently, you have really awesome knees in your glitter boy armor.
He's trying to do like a really cool dodge, but again, Ozzy's not the best at controlling this thing yet, so this is what he's doing. So it's working though. So, but you can hear us
one move
over the radio. You can hear a stream of cursing.
Liv, the 2 Skelelots fire their laser rifles at you with a 20 and a 19 if you want to try to dodge.
I'll try. I got a 27.
Oh man, you dodged the 20, now the 19.
Wow.
All right, let's try.
Man, are these guys like part of the Empire? This is fucking crazy.
17. I didn't quite dodge that one with 17.
So you take 7 mega damage.
Elmer, you took my F word. I was saving that for the fight.
Oh man, I've been breaking the rule. I think I've done it more than once. Okay, Kitnian. The remaining Skelebot is trying to bare knuckle box you, so he's gonna try to punch you in the face.
Okay. Is it his turn or my turn?
It's his turn.
Does he have a classic boxing stance like an old time?
Yes. I'll give you a cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
He got a 14, so you can try to parry if you want.
Okay. I'm trying to remember how to parry. Give me a second.
You roll d20 and you add your parry. I believe since you're using a sword, you add an additional +1.
Okay. Okay, because I'm proficient in that.
Sword. Yeah.
So +2, I guess, because I already have +1 for the side sword.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Five. I hope he's not very good at punching. 5 total, just to be clear, with my +2.
He does punch you.
Damn,
right in
I got
your
shot.
Right chest. But he only does 3 damage.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, he's like, oh, wise guys, see?
And that's 5 SDC, right?
No, that's MDC off of your armor.
Oh, okay.
Can we make it a thing that all these skeletons talk old timey?
Why I oughta, yeah.
Well, I mean, they are super racist, so I guess that makes sense. Okay, David, it's your turn.
Just living the best.
So I jumped out to fight the big robot thing.
Uh-huh.
And I have a question. My Steam Blast, it says each blast counts as 1 attack.
Uh-huh.
So I have 4 attacks, so do I get to make 4 blasts?
No, you do 1 now. I'm keeping track of your attacks with everyone else. You don't do them all at once.
So do we not get 4 attacks per round?
You do, but a round isn't over till everyone does all their attacks, but you go around like this. Like, Liv has 6 attacks, and she does 1 each time I come around to her. So you do 1 now, and then when you run out,
so I use 1 to get out?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And then when you run out, if there are people with still attacks, you get skipped.
Okay. So I guess I'll just do a Steam Blast at the...
Okay. Steam Blast at the Enforcer. Roll attack.
$19.
Okay, you're behind him, and he's more focused on the big-ass robot, so he's not going to dodge. So go ahead and roll damage.
12 MDC.
Okay, so it's a good Steam Blast to it. It has its shit ton of armor, though, so like you don't really see a difference, but you did hit it. And that brings us back around to the top. Liv, it's your turn.
Liv, it's your turn.
It says she's muted.
Oh.
She's not talking, though. I think she might be trying to adjust her headphones.
Liv, can you hear us? Liv, are you alive?
Skeletons did a spell.
Oh, he's writing. Look at him.
White paper.
We're gonna do it backwards.
Liv, it's your turn. Oh, she had to leave.
I just wrote it too.
You know, there wasn't a boxing skeleton gif, which what I was looking for.
There's
kind of
not.
surprised that there's not.
No,
Yeah.
There's this guy, but that's kind of it.
That's
more,
pretty good.
Yeah, he's more
That's
kickboxing.
Naruto skeleton.
Yeah.
Liv, you're back. I hope. Back
Can you hear
again.
me?
Yes.
We can hear you.
Sorry, my headphones died, and then my computer had a little fit about switching to my headset.
Yeah, that happens. I've been there. It's your turn.
Okay. So what do I know about how the controllers work for the little robot thingies? Like, is it like do they have like a little like PlayStation controller they're using, or like is it hooked into their brain?
It's like basically it's a suitcase with like a little computer terminal in it.
Mm-hmm. So like if I pulled my bike up and I put my smoke screen inside the building, would that impede their ability to control them?
If that's where they're being controlled from, possibly.
Oh, so we don't actually know if the guys in the hut are controlling them.
You were making that assumption. That doesn't mean you're right. Doesn't mean you're wrong either.
Okay. Does the helicopter look like it's going to start shooting us?
No.
Okay. I'm going to drive up to the hut and like see what's going on in there, because that's where all the guys ran.
Okay, you look in the hut and you see there are 2 mercenaries left who are quickly putting on their MDC body armor. There is another mercenary that has been gooified, and you see there are 2 rooms to the hut.
Okay.
And you can't see into the back room from here.
Okay. Did going to the hut count as my action?
Yes.
Okay.
And Ozzy, it's your turn.
How far am I from the robot now?
You're in melee range.
All right. I'm gonna drop a smoke bomb on both of us.
Okay.
Pop it down our feet. So I'm actually not sure what the smoke grenade, the rules for it is, but my idea is I don't want this thing to laser, so I want to punch it. So I'm doing this.
Well, if you guys can't see, if it actually obscures your vision, you're each at -10 to strike.
Perfect. We'll just swing at each other until everybody's free and help me. Also, I'm worried about. Honestly, I'm worried about this thing stepping on David too. So.
Yeah.
So I want to.
So
yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to roll basic electronics.
One sec. What's my basic electronics?
Or if you have something like Lore Coalition or
no,
or Streetwise.
No, basic electronics would be my best bet.
Okay, roll that.
Oh, where's the dice? There, this dice. Ooh, that is a straight 40. And my basic electronics is a 40.
Okay. Smoke bomb's going to be useless.
Oh.
Any type of robot or mega damage armor.
Guys, I'll be back. I need to go get my plug-in for my laptop.
Or robot armor is going to have infrared vision, and the smoke bomb isn't going to block that.
All right. Then let's go with Plan B, and I am going to do a running leap kick at this son of a bitch.
Okay. I like to picture you doing that while holding the smoke grenade. Like you just have it in your hand. Like, oh fuck.
I like that I got the smoke grenade out, and then I was like, then I just remembered, wait, this isn't gonna work.
You like read the label. You're like, oh no, does not work on robots.
Screw it. Yeah, no, it's going to the running leap and kick. All right. This says after it says 3 attacks. So does this mean I have to use? Do I have 3 attacks?
Oh, you can't do it because you only have 2 attacks.
Okay. All right. Then I am going to do a power punch, which is 2 attacks.
Okay, roll attack.
I've got a 16.
Okay, it's going to attempt to parry. Oh, it fails. Roll damage.
Yeah.
You punched that You power punched that robot right in the chest.
I was aiming for his crotch.
Okay, you power punch that robot right in the crotch
for 7 mega damage. grenade in one hand, and I just go in and.
That was the trick. You're like, oh, distraction.
Okay.
Go for that robot.
Taggart, you're next. No, Kitnian, you're next. I'm sorry. You're in fisticuffs with a Skelebot. There are 2 other Skelebots there with laser guns that haven't attacked you yet.
Yeah, did Liv run right by me to go check out?
Yeah.
How she just gelled, and I'm here trying to fight the robots. And
Taggart's with you. I waited till Taggart showed up.
Taggart's hiding behind the ATV last time I checked. He's giving me moral support.
I said I waited till you went to help.
Support. I don't know.
Buddy system.
Okay. Yeah, send the sword guy. I'm glad that's the plan. Against the evil robots and their friends. Speaking of which, I'm the sword guy. Can I do some sorting?
Yeah, roll strike with your sword.
Okay.
Do you happen to have the Scizor damage written down, or should I be looking it up?
Let me look. I think I got it. So plus 2d6. So it says here.
Okay.
I assume that's mega damage?
Yeah. So it does 2d6 mega damage?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. I'm going to roll to strike. And then I have +2 as the Scizor's base. Do I add another +1 because of fencing or something?
Yeah, sure, go ahead for now.
Okay, cool. And the internet can tell me how I'm wrong later. I'm sure they will.
Nobody watches this. You'll be fine.
Oh, good. Thank goodness. That's great. Okay. That'll be a 4. My +3.
Luck of Heroes.
Should I do Luck of Heroes?
We're almost out of time for the day.
Will it be better?
Get it every day.
I'm gonna do Luck of Heroes and re-roll.
Okay.
Because that did not happen. Just to be clear, this is actually what happened.
It was in your head. Your anxiety made you think about that.
Yeah, it's
what if I'm not good at sword stuff?
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, I'm trying it again. Okay, that's much better. So with that, I got a 14, which is still not great, but
better than 4.
Okay, the Skelebot tries to parry the Scizor, and it does so you do damage to its arm instead of its main body.
Just as I intended.
Roll damage.
Okay.
Better than your strike.
It's, you know what? No complaints here.
Some
4.
complaints.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you cut into its arm, but it's still operational.
And there's like 2 more around here somewhere.
Right next to you. They're together.
And
which had a grenade or something.
It's my turn. The Enforcer is going to return the Favor and Power Punch Ozzy. So you can try to parry if you want. I got a 16 to hit you.
No, I'll save it.
Parry is free. Dodge is the one that takes an action.
Oh.
You can no longer dodge.
Okay. My parry is 4. That's good to know. This has never come up. I've never found another robot. I got a 12. So.
Okay. It punches you for 20 mega damage.
Where does it punch me at?
Main body. Finally, a kaiju battle.
I think this would be like overwhelmingly loud too. With these 2 giant metal things hitting it.
Okay, Kitnian, the 3 Skelebots are all running away from you, so you can actually take attacks of opportunity on them if you want.
Yes, I will. I will do that thing.
Where are they running towards?
They are going directly after you, Liv.
I assumed as much.
God is good.
They figured out what you're up to, and
I'm trying to try and kill their owners. So
better get on that.
Well, you better
Okay,
get on
can
the
I-
opportunity attacks.
I'm gonna do it. I would like to do the one closest to me first because I already damaged it.
Okay, roll.
Okay, same as before, right?
Roll
Yeah.
better.
Try not to suck this time.
Okay, that's a 19 unmodified. Just so you know,
So if we
Okay.
bully
Sword
you, you
guy.
do better. Good to know.
plus 4 or plus 3.
Okay,
Just
roll
try.
damage.
Okay.
Kill it.
Uh, 7.
Okay, you damaged it. Next one.
Do I roll to strike again, or is that first roll for all of them?
You strike and damage each one separately.
Okay.
Good try.
So I strike separate and then okay, yeah, sorry. Cool.
Aww.
That's 9.
Okay, just so you guys know, 6 or higher hits.
Dang.
Okay.
Always.
Okay.
Unless there's an auto dodge going on.
And then 5 damage for that one.
Okay.
And then 16.
That hits.
And then 8 for that one.
Okay, damage just got a little better. Okay.
Ooh. Sword.
Okay, and the 3 Skelelots get to you, live, and they're all no, sorry, they just get to you. That's their action. They're not like the other one. And David, it's your turn.
I will Steam Blast attack the robot again.
Did I skip Taggart?
I'm not sure. Does
You're
David
still
go
hiding.
before me?
My initiative is 1.
Oh, then yeah, you skipped me.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and resolve David and then do Taggart.
Sounds good.
Okay, Steam Blast again.
18.
That hits.
Let's see, that is 16 points of mega damage.
Ouch. You can see its carapace is starting to take some damage from the multiple hits. And Taggart, sorry I skipped you. It's your turn.
Not a problem. So all 3 of the Skelelots have gone inside now?
No, they're right outside the entrance with Liv.
Cool. Then I'm going to
Help.
choices.
Throw a grenade in there. See what happens.
I can dodge real well.
I am actually going to throw an energy field on the doorway.
Ooh.
What does that do?
They can't get in for 60 MDC with an armor rating of 4.
Wait, can I still shoot in though? Because I was planning to turret all the people inside the building.
I mean, you'll be able to do anything you want inside the building, but the door will be.
She's not actually in the building yet.
I'm
is she not?
outside. I'm in the doorway with the 3 guys attacking me.
The laser field just slices her in half.
Well, it's a dome, so I could position it to protect her.
But then I'm stuck inside with the guys, or I'm stuck outside with the other guys. I don't like either option.
Well, if he throws it behind you, then you won't be able. Then the
My
3
goal
Skelelots
here-
would have to get through the 60 MDC.
My
before they
goal
can attack
here
you.
is to separate her from the battle bots. I don't know
Okay.
what's going on inside the building, but she seems to have interest there, so I'm not going to block her from the building. But I do want to put a shield between her and the battle bots.
Okay.
Cool.
You can pull that off. Then they'll have to get through that 60 MD before they can attack her.
Correct.
Nice.
But do I also have to go through it if I want to run away?
Yeah. Let me
Yeah.
look it up just to make sure.
Or through one of the walls.
2, 5.
I
Probably
probably
easier to go through one of the walls.
Might be easier. Yeah.
Yeah, it is looking
Alrighty.
kind of shabby after your grenade went off.
All right.
Okay. So that's Taggart's turn, so he's caught up. Sorry about that.
No problem.
And Liv, it's your action.
Wait, are we out of Leyline right now?
Yeah, you're within half mile of one.
Small correction then. That's 120 MDC.
Oh, so it's gonna be
I'm
a while
extra
for
trapped.
them to get through.
Definitely going through the wall. But,
Sorry.
nope. I am a kamikaze. I will do it. All right. So I'm on my bike in this doorway. So I'm going to use my turreted triple pulse laser and do a 180-degree angle of fire into this room for the guys that don't have all their equipment on yet.
Okay. So go ahead and roll attack roll.
If I miss, it's going to be really hard because it's in a building. 16 plus 1, 17.
One eats it. The other one's going to attempt to dodge.
Okay. Do they
Or
succeed?
5. No. So
Cool.
roll damage against both of them.
All right. It's 1d4 times 10.
Oh.
I have a question.
10.
Yes?
If they don't have armor on, if she's inflicting mega damage, don't they just die?
Well, they partially have their armor on. They were putting it. They were.
That's why the
putting
one
it
guy's
on,
goo.
But
Okay,
she does enough damage to the half armored people that they're goo as well.
Yay! Now that whoever's in the back room is going to kill me, but at least the front room is empty. So the guys not controlling the battle bots are dead, though.
Yeah.
I have piles of goo.
It
Have I
was
heard or
just-
seen anything from the back room? Is anyone like moving or screaming back there?
No.
Okay.
Ozzy, it is. It would be your turn, but you're out of actions. So it's Kitnian's turn.
I would like to say thank you to the gods who protected me from the battle bots. And
Now go fight them.
I mean, aren't they? They're under a dome. Is that
No.
correct?
There's a dome between
They're
me and
outside
them.
the dome.
So
Okay,
they're with you. They're outside
okay.
with you.
Oh, well. I think twice about praying to the gods.
I suppose I could have trapped them inside the dome. That might
That's
have
what
been
I was.
smarter.
I was thinking they were in the
But then
dome. I was like,
had
yes,
5
we don't have
people
to worry
attacking
about
instead
them.
of 2.
I imagine Kitnian looks over at Taggart, and Taggart's like, "Wait, I've got a dome," and I'm like, "Ha yeah!" And then it comes down like right in front of them, and Kitnian's like, "Okay, okay." I would like to. Can I approach them and start whacking on them some more?
Yeah, you can move up there. Actually, you could just move up there. You can't actually attack. Also.
Okay, I would like to give a thumbs up to Taggart and then run up to them.
Okay. So that's your action. Taggart, it's your turn, so I don't skip you this time.
Cool. Then you can do more than one spell in a round, right?
You can do up to 2.
Cool. Then I will do the simplest of small little rifts and open up a tiny one for just a split second to the cosmic chaos storm and call lightning on one of the battle bots.
Oh, nice. How much
I
damage?
thought you were going to say it ate them.
Roll
I
attack
wish.
roll.
It's a very small little tiny rift.
He opens a rift to the all lightning all the time dimension.
Yeah.
It's called Thor.
It's like the quickest ones you learn as a shifter. It's like, by the way, there's this
Why
blade.
is it so
Don't go
easy
there.
to go to this place that's just pain?
Don't send anyone there.
Because
It's
you
hell
don't
with
open
2
a rift
Ls.
bigger than a little, like a dime.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do I have to? How's this work again? D20
Roll
first?
D20, add your strike bonus,
Strike bonus.
which yours is probably 0. I believe you have hand-to-hand basic.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's a
bonus
straight
strike.
die roll.
So that's an 8.
That hits.
Cool.
And then what damage does Call Lightning do?
Unfortunately, only 1d6 at the moment.
Does it do MDC or SDC?
MDC,
Okay.
and that'll be a 6.
Okay. Would you roll a 12-sided die for me so I can figure out which robot you hit?
Fucking awe.
11.
Okay. That robot's starting to look a little worse for the wear. And then it's my turn. The Enforcer bot with his last action is going to turn and fire one of its lasers at David. David, I hit you. I got an 11. Sorry, I got a 16. You can roll a dodge if you want, or you can take the damage. If you roll a dodge, you lose your last attack.
I will parry.
You can't parry a laser.
You can't parry a laser. And how much damage can they do?
You don't know.
I don't know. I guess why not? I'll dodge.
Okay. Roll d20, add your dodge bonus. You need to beat 16.
16?
Yeah.
That's what I got with 16.
Oh, okay. So you dodge successfully. You do see the laser like knocks a chunk off of one of the plateaus near you. Taggart, would you roll a d20 for me and just tell me the result?
14.
Okay, you're outside, and you see the 3 Skelelots fighting Kitnian go limp. And Kitnian, you see them go limp, but you don't see the other thing, which is you see 3 people emerge from the back of the tent, the Quonset hut, and they're running towards the helicopters.
Do I hear this? Do I know what's going on?
No, because it's on the other side of the closed door from you.
Do they appear to be coalition?
No, they look like mercenaries.
Kill him.
Well, he doesn't have an action. I just wanted to let him know what was happening because he could see it on his turn. And now it's David's turn. And he took a dodge.
I used my last action to dodge.
Okay. So the only people with actions left are the mercenary guys and Liv. So Liv, your action first.
Well, my plan, even before I knew they were running out, was I was just going to gun it through the door on my motorcycle into the back room and see what's there. Because I can't go out the front.
You gun it into that room, and you see, this looks like it was the command center. You see that there are 2 guys who turn and look at you, and you see the back doors open. And you see there are 3 unoccupied battle stations.
When I gun it, can I turn that into, what is it called? The jump bike attack?
Well, you can take your last attack because these guys don't have an action left anyway.
Okay. My jump bike attack, what is the damage? 3d6 if I land it, where I jump with my little rockets on my bike and I land on them.
Okay, so roll the attack.
Okay. 14.
That's MD damage.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are gone.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna, next action, of course, I'm gonna leave through the back of the building and try and chase down all the other guys running.
You're just on a murder spree.
I'm a juicer.
Okay, we're going out of combat. Are you guys just murdering the last 3 mercenaries, or would you let them surrender?
Are they trying to surrender?
Yes.
Oh, I thought they were running away.
To the
They
helicopter.
were originally running to the helicopter, but you just killed the last 2 who were running the enforcer bot, which was their strong attack.
Oh, cool.
Got you.
And these dudes aren't in mega damage armor, so they surrender. But are you guys accepting their surrender, or are they executed?
We are accepting their surrender, 100%. Kitnian has very strong feelings about this.
Damn it! He's so into prisoners. If we killed him before they were his prisoner, he'd be fine. But if we do after, he's going to be sad.
I will be more than sad. I will be Sword sad.
Aren't you always Sword sad?
No, usually I'm Sword angry. This is worse.
That's you angry?
Does it change colors based on your emotion?
I don't think I'm powerful enough, but I think at a higher level I could do that. But I think it specifically said, no, you can't change it. It's not. You're not that cool yet. There was a line.
Emotion sword.
I know.
Sad.
You have like a mood sword, like a 90s mood ring.
After you hit second level, you can change its shape into other weapons.
Oh.
Yeah.
Giant
But
rubber
apparently,
chicken.
most of them prefer swords, but you could do axes or anything else.
Yeah, lions.
We're going to the robot fighting Ozzy just powers down.
I jumped on him.
We're going to end the combat there and end the game there.
Okay.
So we're a little over time, so we're about where we should be. Arbitrarily going based on my screen. Andrew, what did you learn tonight?
I learned not to make assumptions because I made assumptions about the robot, and if we hadn't followed it and I hadn't listened to what everybody else thought and said, we wouldn't have found this cool adventure, which was off to the side, and I'm really glad that I did. So I learned to listen to others, not make assumptions.
Taggart, what did you learn?
That apparently we need rope. The big takeaway for me is, why don't we have rope? No one? None of you?
No, not a single.
Wow.
Not a thread.
Liv, what did you learn?
That I need friends because they'll load my mini missile for me because I can't do it all alone.
Friendship is magic.
Yeah.
Also, I love the raccoon, but I keep getting him drunk, which is like not productive for the missile loading.
I just love the idea of the raccoon like hiding the missile, but in like really obvious places. So like some days you guys just wake up and there's just a missile sticking out of Taggart's backpack. Like just the tip of it, just the tip
Just
fits in the
shoot
backpack. Jan, what did you learn?
I learned that Kitnian's happy to just stand there and dodge lasers. That's what I learned today. That's what David learned today.
Rodney, what did you learn?
I learned that if I want to do a jump kick to somebody, I should save up and I can't just bust that out. I gotta plan ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Andrew, what did you like?
I really like the idea of the like sort of stable portal that like goes to like Germany. I thought that was really cool, and I want to know more about that. And it just sounded like a cool concept.
Taggart, what did you learn?
Wait, I thought, well, what do we like?
I mean, what did you like? Sorry.
Cool. I really liked the idea of this anti-ley line area that's potentially a dimensional zone. It's a new concept, and I'm very interested to find out more in a safe and scientific way.
Because you can always be safe when you're dealing with ley lines and nodes.
Sure.
Liv, what did you like?
I really like the image of the guy in the back of that like little hut controlling the robot that was the last one standing from like the battle with like the lizard guys, just like making his little guy dance and telling everyone around him like, look, my guy lived. In my headcanon, really liked that.
These guys are just total nerds.
He really did teabag. It was like Halo.
Right? And then I made them a puddle of goo with under my motorcycle tires.
David, what did you like?
Well, I actually enjoyed David actually jumping out of a car and doing what is like a barrel roll out of a moving car and then slamming basically almost taking the foot off the robot with steam blast.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Ozzy, what did you like?
I liked our first kaiju battle. That was nice that we finally got to it. I'm looking forward to having more of those.
Yes.
Andrew, any theories or ideas?
No, I'm not clever enough today. I'm gonna have to say pass.
Ludo, same.
I do have theories, but the one that's really like at the forefront of my mind right now. Probably less interesting to speak of, but I bet we could make a lot of money if we take this enforcer back and sell it.
If the control console wasn't destroyed in a jump bike accident.
I jumped on them, not their computers.
Yeah, it's
Nope.
totally fine.
Nope, it hit both. Jan, sorry, Taylor, I almost skipped you. Taylor, any
They don't need
theories
to know
or
that.
ideas?
I have no evidence to support this, but you said the word caves today. So I have this whole dungeon crawl in our future in my head that we're going to find a cave somewhere along the freaking moat, and we're going to do some dungeon crawling.
Jan, any theories or ideas?
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Yeah, I think the reason that the alien necromancer is at Devil's Tower and the reason why his armies are so big is because he's bringing animated dead things here from other dimensions that he's like rifting in like extra corpses to bring to life. That's my
Dimensional
theory.
dumpster.
I'm just watching Steve behind Rodney right now. But that's an interesting concept. Maybe I'll use that. Rodney, any theories or ideas?
My theory is I think the coalition probably knows we're out here now. We're probably on their radar. I think after we've done
Come
some
on
big things.
Come on, guys. We put the B in subtle now. Come on.
We just kill everyone. Who talks if they're all dead?
Good point. And all of the viewers out there, I know there's at least one of you who was here. Thank you for joining us for Graveyard Rifts. It's a lot of fun to play. I hope it was fun to listen to. And hopefully in 2 weeks we'll do another game. We'll just have to check everyone's schedule. Watch Twitter for times.
Yeah.
Anybody want to plug anything?
In the meantime, catch us on YouTube.
The usual fun. I got my @ right there, Dr. Zoggle. Yep. Follow us on Twitter and the Homebrew Shomebrew account. And I won't announce anything. And of course, the Twitch channel you're watching this on right now, and the YouTube one. So yeah, check us out.
And there will be a new episode of Homebrew Shomebrew with interviews up on Sunday.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.